from iHeartRadio Earth. Education doesn't just take place in the classroom. There are many ways children of all ages can learn about sustainability and the environment at home. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Earth for a list of resources, activity guides, and toolkits that are educational and fun for the whole family. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
Being a real estate agent isn't about listing houses. It's about connecting to people. I need to find new buyers every day, so I promote my listings using radio commercials from iHeartAdBuilder.com. Now every time I have an open house, it's a full house.
A custom radio ad from iHeartAdBuilder is the fast, affordable way to drive customers to your business. Put the power of radio to work for you. Get started now at iHeartAdBuilder.com.
All the radio stations you love, every playlist to match your mood, the podcasts that everyone's talking about. If it's on the iHeartRadio app, it's free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
You want to continue to avoid the area of 95 northbound, just on the south side of Congress Avenue, with several lanes blocked there. A serious crash from earlier. Outside of that, not looking bad. 95 southbound by 6th Avenue South, you have wood planks in the roadway. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Brightline Trains.
These days, $10 doesn't get you very far. But with Brightline, guests can ride to Aventura Mall, try a new brunch spot in Boca Raton, or the next Miami Heat game. Brightline makes getting around South Florida easier than ever. Book your next ride at GoBrightline.com.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword bonus at realradio921.com. That's bonus. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Today is
January 19th.
Is that popcorn?
Popcorn, anyone?
I'm making popcorn.
It is National Popcorn Day. From movie theater style to kettle corn. Popcorn! It's National Popcorn Day.
An extra large bucket of popcorn, half butter, half salt.
From movie theater style to kettle corn.
I smell popcorn.
Popcorn?
Happy National Popcorn Day.
It's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The penthouse.
Yes.
Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
Turn it up, Captain.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in The Penthouse on a Thursday afternoon, getting ready for the weekend. Another weekend of NFL football. We got a chance for you to win $1,000 13 times a day with a keyword. Who doesn't want $1,000? I know I do. And you also got a big giveaway for another special concert, all coming to you today on The Penthouse from Real Radio. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you today, sir?
Hello. Good morning. I am well. I hope you are too. I hope you are, Franny, and I hope you are out there listening. Thank you.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, G-Man.
And hello, world. What's going on?
So, how was the fair last night?
South Florida Fair was great. How could it not be?
Did you bring any food bags?
No. I'm so sorry. I forgot your pretzel.
Oh.
I do apologize.
That's okay.
It wouldn't have been as good. It's just when you get it there, you got to go, G. And I thought you were going to be there. You said you were going to come by and say hi.
Yeah, sock drawer.
Yeah, what happened to that?
You just sucked her up. An oldie but goodie. I knew you had a lot of people. You know me, I don't like to share.
Oh, okay.
If you're not focused
That's
on
true.
me. If you're not focused on me, I'm out.
I got it.
I said to you, you got everybody coming. You went, yeah. If you were alone, I would have been.
You said everybody. You just said, is your husband going? And I'm like, yeah. You're like, all right, I'm out.
Gotta go.
That's everybody.
I'm out.
Third wheel.
You wouldn't have been. Charisse was there. You could have hung out with Charisse.
I got enough for Cerise.
We'll have her tomorrow with us at Strikes.
And I got her Saturday at the track.
Oh, all right.
I got her 8 hours. That's enough for a month.
I love that girl. So we had a great time. It was bike night, which is so cool. So they do it twice. I wasn't aware of that. And they are doing it again on Wednesday. If you have never been, it is so dang cool. Over 300. I mean, easy over 300 bikes, motorcycles. Wow.
Damn.
And they just parade around. And so where we were set up, which was by the Coca-Cola stage, great bands, by the way. We were set up there, and so that's where they end. So we caught them at the very end. But man, I'm talking about millions of dollars in motorcycles. Some of those things were sweet. The work that they put into them. Yeah. And I'm talking about custom stuff. Some even had some really cool graphics and paintings on the back of them. Just really cool. I took some video. I'm going to put up because I took a lot of video. So I'm going to create a reel and I will post it just so you can see how incredible it was. I did not get to ride on the back of a motorcycle. That was not set up, unfortunately.
Really?
It just didn't happen. It kind of fell through. But Teresa, who works with the South Florida Fair, she's awesome. So after the fact, she was like, "Why weren't you on one?" I was like, "Nothing ever happened. Communication." And she was like, "Next Wednesday, I'm getting you on the lead motorcycle."
So you're going back next Wednesday?
I think just for the parade.
Oh yeah.
Not an event?
Yeah, no, just to have some fun and go to the. It was cool.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yep, and the food was good. All was good.
What was your favorite thing that you had?
I just love their fried Wisconsin cheese.
Oh, okay, so you went with curds?
I did. They're just so good. Yeah. But our girl Stacy, who listens, was like, "You got to go. There's like a tenderloin kebab place by yesteryear. Yeah, and she was right. It was really delicious. Yeah, you just can't go wrong. You can't. My husband got his giant. It's from Grandma's or something like that, Grandma Brown's.
Yeah, I see them at the mall sometimes.
Grandma Brown's?
Yeah, I thought I saw one in Wellington.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I bet they have the big cinnamon buns.
Yeah, it's called Grandma Brown's. So, of course, he was like, "Oh, I'm brown." And she was like, "Oh, you might own this."
Great.
That sounds like diabetes in a bun.
And that's exactly what he said, Jimmy. When they gave it to him, he was like, "I'm looking at this, and I think I'm going to get diabetes." But he took it with him for breakfast today.
Excellent. Breakfast of champions right there. That and a cup of coffee, I'll tell you what, that sounds incredible.
Yeah, but all the good stuff, the rides, it looked like everybody was having an absolute blast. So if you have not been to the South Florida Fair yet, I highly recommend it. And speaking of the motorcycles, they're doing it again Wednesday night. And it's open to anybody. You just have to be there by 5 o'clock. And if you come in your motorcycle, you only pay $5.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's not like you got to you can sign up ahead of time.
$5 to get
$5 to get in with your bike. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
To get in with with your bike, and then you get to hang out and ride your motorcycle down the parade. And I'm talking about women, men, old, young, all kinds of stuff. I saw dogs. I even saw a dinosaur on one of the motorcycles.
You saw a dog on a motorcycle?
I saw a dog and a dinosaur.
On a motorcycle?
Yes, on a motorcycle.
That's impressive.
Was the dog driving?
That's right.
No, that would have been very impressive.
That would have been impressive.
I would have started throwing 20s at it.
Make that happen.
You want to impress me? I would have been like, Maya Monroe's, here's $20. All right, so get over to Florida Fair and have a good time. Franny just told you you got the report live right here. She was there last night. Great food.
I did it live.
That's right. Great food, great time, and enjoy yourself. And it's just not for the kids too.
No, it's for everybody. It truly is. I mean, they have all kinds of adult stuff there. How about you guys? You have a good night?
Yeah, it was uneventful.
Yeah.
I'm working here and getting home and having a little dinner and just going to bed, unfortunately.
huge, right?
Yeah. I've been watching a new Star Trek series, and that's on Paramount Plus. Boy, I tell you what, every time we get a new subscription service, I always keep finding new shows that, I forgot that we're even on. So I finished up Discovery, and they got the new Star Trek one that's on there as well. So I've been starting to watch that with Captain Pike for my fellow Trek fans out there. But that's pretty much been it, right now. How about you, Greek? Gallivanting.
Al Gallivanting. I had dinner
yeah.
twice. Dinner with a friend early around 7:30. Then
I love how that's early for you, 7:30. I guess I must be early, like an early bird. I eat dinner at 6 every night.
Well, then I had another dinner at 9:30.
Oh, wow.
So I forgot about my second dinner that I promised somebody I would be at, so I wanted to go. And they kept like, you're not eating. But I already just ate. I had like a chicken Milanese at one place, and then I went to the other place. I do that a lot. Like I double book. And I don't realize it.
Which is very interesting because you're typically like, what's going on. Like you're very like scheduled and you show up to things on time and whatever. So that's surprising
I forgot
to
this
me.
one. I did forget this one. But I did say it last week. So it was good. Hung out with some friends. Grabbed a cigar here or there. So I was hanging with a couple of my boys. And that's about it. Get ready for the weekend. A lot of football. We'll be at Strikes tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. So if you guys want to come down and see us. And then on Saturday, we'll be at Gulfstream Park. With Tito's Handmade Vodka. So it'll be a lot of fun and a lot of NFL games. Everybody's got all their winners. Everybody's picking it. And we'll see what happens with that. We also, a lot of pools are being set up for the Super Bowl. I've seen them already with boxes and different things. But again, this weekend is going to be, I think, a lot of good football again. And then before you know it, like Jimmy says, football will be done.
It'll be done, and we'll be jonesing for the draft, and then it'll be camps open up, and then the next season.
That's it.
Just like that.
That's it.
Just like that. It'll be August.
Super Bowl's over late this year, the 15th, like 12th or whatever it is, and then before you know
extra week.
Yeah, and then before
extra
you know
game,
it,
extra week. Mm-hmm.
It'll be the draft in April, then OTAs, and then we'll find out where Brady's going, and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's and Rogers.
Yeah.
And see what he's doing.
Roger said he's going to do some more mushrooms on the offseason.
Yeah.
He did say that.
Did
he? He doesn't open a farm.
Yeah. He probably will.
Probably has one. We just don't know about.
Was it mushrooms or was it help me, the tea, the waya Oscar, right?
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Isn't that a form of mushroom though?
It's in the mushroom family.
I don't think so. It is a psychedelic.
Right.
Like that's the one that you go and you hang out with like a shaman or something. I don't know.
On a rock.
And you go through a journey with them and they want to make sure that you're okay throughout it.
Yeah.
And I've heard from multiple people it is life-changing, especially people who are going through some kind of issues or whatever. I have heard it, especially we hear it from Aaron Rodgers. There's been other celebrities who say that it's changed their lives.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, the NFL wasn't happy that he was promoting that. But, I mean, again, he's going to say whatever he wants. He said it again yesterday on a podcast that's what he's going to do in the offseason, take another journey. Whether or not he comes back, who doesn't know. DraftKings has the Raiders being the favorite for Brady to go.
For Brady? Oh, okay.
Anything for Rodgers?
Yeah, I didn't say anything for Rodgers.
No,
because
his journey's going to be to what, Houston?
First, he's got to go to his journey.
The journey he's taking.
And I like Rodgers. I do. I've always been a big fan of him. I think he's a stud. He plays great, 4 MVPs, unbelievable career. But sometimes he's out there a little. And I think you got to think. I know these guys don't care, but you got to think of the younger generation hearing you and maybe wanting to go on the same kind of things that you do. But I don't think he cares about that. But yeah, right now the favorite is the Raiders that Brady ends up with. And who knows? There are rumors. Miami's, I think, in the top 5, but I don't think that happens because they said they're going to but things could change, like Jimmy said. But that's one thing people are betting on, that he will be with the Raiders next year. And that'd be interesting. I just don't see him being that far away from his kids. Just me personally.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can see Rodgers going to the Raiders.
Yeah, I could see that.
But not
too.
Brady.
Yeah, I can see Rodgers. Yeah, because then he's close to those trips he goes out in Arizona. He's right there. Yeah, exactly.
And hey, that might be a sign that he may be coming to Miami because his wife and the kids bought a place in Miami, right? That's where they're living.
Well,
that's their home base.
That was part of what,
Yeah.
the rumor mill with him coming down here. It started before that, but that was part of it. Go ahead, Greek. I'm sorry.
No, she bought next to him. They're on Star Island, and then she bought. But again, 2 years ago when the Dolphins lost the draft pick, it was because he did reach out to them. Everybody knows, and a coach. So we'll see. I mean, but that's one thing people are talking about.
And that was one of the things. So the Dolphins are like, well, you might as well get something for the pick, and
That's right.
you bring him down here. So.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, but it is something that people are talking about, obviously, and
it makes sense. There's a lot of things that kind of give it, legs to you know.
Of course,
it makes sense. So
he's not going to go
we'll
anywhere where
I don't know.
he can't win right away. And I just don't think the Raiders is good for him because that division's too tough. The Chargers are a very good team, and the Chiefs are there. And he's only going to play 1 year. It's not like you say he's going to play 3-4 years. He's one and done wherever he goes.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Two. This is the last one. Maybe 2.
Maybe. Even if he comes back. I mean, he may not. I mean, but I think he comes back for 1 more year.
I do too. Yeah. He's not going to. He doesn't want to end his career the way he did.
Yeah, I think he's going to come back. Just like when he was with the Patriots, his last game, he threw an interception. It was a pick 6.
Yeah.
And everybody said he's not going to want to end like that, and he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But again, only one person knows, and that's him. What's going through his mind. But it is going to be a top story until, I would say March or April.
Yep.
You'll hear it.
Oh yeah.
Because he won't do
until
anything.
Until he announces. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless he wants to really just slam the NFL and make it Super Bowl week. And that'll be the big story everywhere. I don't know if he would do something like that, but we'll see. If you know Flo Rida.
Is that a slam?
Well, he would take, everything would be on him. You know what I mean? It would.
But once he announces it, that's it. That's everybody's just jonesing for that. But once we know, then you know. I mean, what's there? I'm sure beat writers will want to write about it and everything. But I don't necessarily think it would take away from the Super Bowl. Just initial reaction. Maybe I'm not thinking it out right.
No, I think it would take away as far as because there's so many reporters that week. But I don't think he would do it. I think he's going to wait. And and he's going to come out and say, hey, and the last time he did say, he goes, I'm not going to make a hasty decision. Look what happened last time. I made it in 40 days. He turned around and said, hey, I'm going to come back. When I see him at a press conference, like with this jersey and helmets and everybody there, then I'll believe it more.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't see that last time. So that's why I was like, I think he's going to come back. So, but it is a question in everybody's mind, and you can bet on it. So that's the good thing. So if you know Flo Rida, call him. Because he's got some money. Yeah, he did very well.
Yeah, Flo Rida was going after a Boca-based company called Celsius, which I'm actually a fan of. I do enjoy their energy drinks.
They are good. You turned me on to them, and I've had a couple too.
Yeah.
They're very, very good.
They're very popular. A lot of the gyms carry them.
Yeah.
I mean, and is Flo Rida going to own them now? Because, he went after them. We were talking about this last week, and Celsius came back and were like,
We don't own a dime.
No, we don't own a dime. And they were basically, we have proof and this, and that. Well, clearly their proof did not hold up in court because they have to pay him $82 million.
He's not going to get cash. He's going to get a lot of stock options. Man. He's definitely like, wow.
I mean, Flo Rida, already does very well for himself.
Yeah.
But just add that onto it. Yeah.
Is he single? I mean, come on. Damn. $82 million. If you see him, ask him for $20. We'll talk about it more after the break. But that was a big ruling yesterday and a large amount. Not so much that he won, because from the very beginning, we all said, hey, there's two sides to every story. Of course, they're going to say, hey, we don't know him anything. And he's going to say they do. And you go to court. But the $82 million.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was seeking that much money.
I was thinking like 3 to 5.
I think when we read it, it wasn't even close to that.
Yeah. So, again, there's always two sides to every story. And Franny's right. They did come out as a company and said, we don't know anything. We're ready to defend this or go to court. They're probably thinking twice today because that's not good. They're talking about turning around a company. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We're going to come back with this day in history and a trifecta and so much more on a Thursday. Peace.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab me, crabs in the bucket can't have me. I'll be the president one day. Jam will be first. Oh, you like
Rover's Morning Glory.
I'm sure, Crystal, our phone screener, you've had crazy arguments with your estranged husband.
I threw a coffee cup out of anger and it hit the window, broke the one pane of the window.
Jeez.
And then I threw a chair and the chair hit the drywall and there's a hole in the drywall.
And he puts up with that?
If I was to be screaming outside of the house, if I stepped outside the door and was yelling, he would be upset by that. It's a public spectacle. He is extremely private. So if it is going to happen, he'd rather it happen in the house.
Or on the radio.
Right?
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
Hey, it's a Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A mix of sun and clouds for your Thursday forecast. Warm, too, with afternoon highs in the low to mid-80s with a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Warm this evening, a few passing clouds tonight, with temperatures returning to the 60s by Friday morning.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Jackson Hewitt gets you your biggest tax refund guaranteed, plus a chance to double your refund or win weekly prizes with their Double Your Refund sweepstakes. File your taxes on the double. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Ends 4/2/23.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike Cigar Lounge.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
I received a call the other day from a woman. Her voice was shaking. She needed help. Her husband tragically was unable to call himself, but he had told her previously, if anything ever happens to me, call Morgan & Morgan. I was humbled and proud. And what higher honor could we receive than protecting someone's family after they're gone? Her call came in on a weekend night. We went to work right away that night. Life can be shattered in a moment, in a car crash, work injury, or medical malpractice. When that happens, you need a big law firm with an unmatched reputation and resources to fight for you. If your family ever experiences something like this family did, know that America's largest injury law firm is here for you 24/7. We are big because we won a lot. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in 3 easy steps. 1. Get a free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with a check in about an hour. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. And now save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition smart bed Queen, only $19.99, plus special financing, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. 10 years entertaining South Florida. Adult entertainment at its best. Upscale dining, full liquor, full nude. The best girls in South Florida at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week until 5 a.m. And this Saturday night, January 21st, it's UFC 283 live. And throw in some football. It sounds like a perfect weekend at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Peace.
Attention Bachelor Nation. He's back. The host of some of America's most dramatic TV moments returns with the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison. During 2 decades in reality TV, Chris saw it all, and now he's telling all.
It's going to be difficult at times. It'll be funny. We'll push the envelope. But I promise you this, we have a lot to talk about.
Listen to the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it, especially these days. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising, with experts ready to craft your message fast. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, where all great meals begin. If you're looking to delight your friends and family with delicious foods, then Joseph is the place. Fresh meats, produce, prepared food, catering, bakery, pizza, seafood, it's all under one roof. And 4 great locations: Boca Raton, Delray Beach, West Palm Beach, and Palm Beach Gardens. I don't start any day without going to Joseph Classic Market, where all great meals begin.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all.
iHeartRadio.
Access to all of your favorite radio stations.
It's Ryan Seacrest. I go by the name of Charlamagne the God.
Hi, I'm Ellen K.
Bobby Bones here. Hola, soy Enrique Santos.
Access to all of the best free curated playlists.
My favorite music. The best songs.
A little bit of everything.
Access to all of the great podcasts for every interest.
The Stuff You Should Know podcast. The Daily Show podcast. The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
And best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Attention Bachelor Nation. He's back. The host of some of America's most dramatic TV moments returns with the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison. During 2 decades in reality TV, Chris saw it all, and now he's telling all.
It's going to be difficult at times. It'll be funny. We'll push the envelope. But I promise you this, we have a lot to talk about.
Listen to the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The South Florida Fair only comes once a year, and I just love it.
I heard the theme is dynamite and there will be dinosaurs everywhere.
I downloaded the new Fair app on my phone, so I have all the schedules and activities in my pocket. Lots of entertainment, farm animals, great fair food, and of course, dinosaurs.
South Florida Fair is dynamite this year. Go to southfloridafair.com for details or download the new Fair app. The fair is open now through January 29th in West Palm Beach.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
You want to continue to avoid the area of 95 northbound, just on the south side of Congress Avenue, with several lanes blocked there. A serious crash from earlier. Outside of that, not looking bad. 95 southbound by 6th Avenue South, you have wood planks in the roadway. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever you want. I hope you guys are having a good day. Don't forget, you get 13 chances a day to win $1,000 with Real Radio, and we need a winner. We want somebody to step up and grab that cash. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And now it's time for this day in history and a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
The Miami Heat won last night on Bourbon Street at 124-98. Bam had a big game, 26 points, and the Heat won. So now they are 25-21 and going in the right direction. But there was a rumor going around, I don't know if this is going to happen, that the Lakers may trade LeBron back to the Heat. And how wonderful would that be? Adding him to that team that they have right now. Yes, we would have to give up a couple things, but there's speculation that the Miami Heat and the Lakers, even though Riley and LeBron did not end on the best note, there is a rumor going. It's just a rumor, but that the Lakers may trade LeBron back to the Heat. Or another team that he played for, Cleveland, but the Heat rumor is a little bit stronger. It is the NFL division round this weekend, and the playoffs are here, and the Jaguars and Giants are both your longest shots on the board at 25-1. Who do you think's got a better shot, Jimmy? 25-1 Giants or Jaguars? Somebody gave you a free bet.
Wow, I'd say they're pretty even. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be tough to go between the two. I'd maybe lean Giants.
I lean Giants, too.
Yeah,
over to Giants. I think the Jags lose to the Chiefs. At least I hope. Franny, how about you?
I'm going to go the other way.
Oh, great to hear.
Finally.
Just because.
Wow.
Our dreams have come true.
I don't know, but I'll just take the Jags just because.
Just because.
Just to be different.
Well, because Lawrence is a Waffle House.
Yes, because I love the Waffle House, and it's a Florida team. How about that?
The Waffle House. I got to get there this weekend. So Jags and Giants 25-1 if you want to throw some crazy money at it. You never know. Stephen A. Smith had to apologize for his comments about Rihanna. He was on a TV show, and he said that he goes, "She's no Beyonce," and then he got crushed on social media. So then he went and apologized. Yeah, he got destroyed. Yeah. So he apologized. He said, "Rihanna's a star. She's great. You're the best." And he goes, "I'm sorry about what I said. It came out." He goes, "I was answering a question."
Yeah. It was all tongue-in-cheek. It was all a joke.
Yeah, but he was getting crushed on social media, and he said that he was sorry, and he's got to watch what he said.
Out of all the things that guy has said over the years, that's what he gets crushed about.
Well, because
a joke about Beyonce and Rihanna.
Yeah, he said, "I'm sorry, Rihanna's a star. She knows it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that." But again, it's a different arena when he goes into that arena. Sports, I think, a lot of times it's I would say a high 90% of all men. When you go into a different arena, you're going to get some women involved, and women are going to get on the social media and slammed him. And he said he was sorry. He was in his car, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I made a mistake." And
Rihanna's got a lot of fans.
Oh, yeah, she does. I mean, that's the whole thing. When you take a shot at somebody that big, not only are you getting them, you're getting all their fans. We saw that with Kanye when things would happen, and people would stand up. So we'll see what happens with that. So I could say right now, if you're betting on somebody, Rihanna bringing out during halftime, it's not going to be Stephen A. Smith. He's not coming out with her. And that is your first trifecta of the day. And now it's time for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, we're going to start 198 years ago today in 1825 because I just thought that this was a neat little thing. Ezra Daggett and his nephew Thomas Kensett got a patent for the process of storing food in tin cans. 183 years ago today, in 1840, Antarctica was discovered by Charles Wilkes. 140 years ago today, in 1883, the first electric lighting system employed overhead wires built by Thomas Edison begins service in Roselle, New Jersey. 120 years ago today, 1903, French newspaper El Auto announces new 5-stage long-distance bicycle race called the Tour de France. More on that in a minute. 70 years ago today, in 1953, Lucy gave birth to Desi Arnaz Jr. during a regularly scheduled episode of I Love Lucy. The scriptwriters gambled that Lucille Ball would have a boy and wrote the script accordingly. 2/3 of the country's TV viewers watched that episode.
Wow.
68 years ago today, 1955, a presidential news conference was filmed for the very first time with permission by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. 51 years ago today, in 1972, 36-year-old Sandy Koufax, the former Los Angeles Dodgers star, became the youngest player elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I think he was, 36?
He was young. Yeah, mid-30s, I think. I don't know the exact age, but mid-30s.
46 years ago today, 1977, snow fell in Miami for the first time in history.
Well, I didn't know that. Did you know that, Franny?
I did not know that, G.
It's 1977.
There it is. 30 years ago today, 1993, Fleetwood Mac reunited to perform at Bill Clinton's inauguration. Clinton had used Don't Stop as the theme for his campaign, and there's a low-hanging fruit joke there that I'm going to let go. 29 years ago today, 1994, The Animals, the band, Dwayne Eddy, The Grateful Dead, Elton John, John Lennon, Bob Marley, you might have heard some of these people.
Never.
And Rod Stewart were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Boy, what an induction that was, huh? 15 years ago today, in 2008, speaking of getting inducted into Halls of Fame, Charlie Daniels was inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. 10 years ago today, in 2013, back to the Tour de France, Lance Armstrong admits to doping in all 7 of his Tour de France victories.
Oh, no. Say it ain't so.
Wow. Isn't that weird, though, that happened when it first, on the anniversary of when it started?
And finally, 8 years ago today, in 2015, Tiger Woods lost one of his front teeth when a guy accidentally hit him in the face with a camera.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No? That would happened at, I think he was dating Lindsey Vonn, right? The skier or something.
Yeah.
And she won a medal for something, and they were all running up to the podium, and the guy accidentally bumped Tiger and smacked him in the face with the camera. And
Could you imagine how that guy felt?
Yeah.
He probably thought he was getting fired.
Of all the people.
Oh,
right?
yeah, you got to hit Tiger Woods. Oh, God.
And that's what happened on this day, January 19th in our history.
So you mentioned that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that the massive stars.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen, and I'm not surprised, or heard any of the stars that Dolly Parton is going to have on her new rock album?
No, I haven't. I just know it's
a lot of legends,
star-studded, but I don't know
Yes.
who.
So she's doing a lot of collabs, and this album is supposed to be out this year. She's saying in 2023. So far, she has locked down Paul McCartney, Stevie Nicks, John Fogerty, Steve Perry, Steven Tyler. So she is trying to get Elton John on board.
Oh yeah,
she wants to do a duet with him with one of his songs. We've heard that she's trying to get Jimmy Page, Robert Plant on the album too, as well as Mick Jagger. But she's already doing, because a lot of these are covers. She's covering rock songs, classic rock songs. So a lot of these are covers, and so she's already covering "Satisfaction" by the Rolling Stones. And she has Pink and Brandi Carlile doing that with her.
Oh wow! Okay.
So still
cool.
massive names.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a who's who with this.
If I remember,
No, go ahead.
Please, if I remember right, wasn't there a little detail about this? That one of the reasons she's doing this is because she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So she felt that it was necessary to do a rock album in order to qualify for that.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
And she, at first she bowed out and she was like, I don't deserve it. I don't do rock and roll.
Yeah.
And then she eventually did accept it. So, and I think that was that extra push for her to be like, all right, since I did accept it, I'm in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
She looks great.
I am going to do a rock album and make it official.
Excellent. She looks great. God bless her.
And speaking of the Stones, it looks like we may, because I do not create TikTok content. I will get on it every now and then and get stuck in those, because they're like reels, right? It just you get stuck in that TikTok hole. But it looks like the Rolling Stones and Sir Mick Jagger are finally on that platform. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're even doing it. Yeah, it looks like that they have joined it. And they're putting up a lot. They said that they have covers, or users can create covers and remixes of their songs, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then Sir Mick Jagger decided to launch his very own profile.
They're on Instagram a lot. I see a lot of their videos on Instagram. Different things with Jagger. Like he'll post stuff. I don't know if it's him or somebody else. Like he's, having a drink someplace in the middle of the world or something like that. China, I saw one time, and then
That's
one
cool.
time with all his jackets before a show.
Oh, that was in that where we saw that one picture where he was standing alone outside a small little bar in North Carolina. And,
Yeah.
Like nobody recognized him, and he was just sitting there with a ball cap before he was going to a concert.
Yeah, so it's amazing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Stone still can do it, rock and roll, and play well. And, again, I always said they should do a study on them for health because those guys really party. I mean, talk about
Amazing.
yeah.
What was in that stuff?
Right?
Everything you think of, they've had. Charlie Watts just passed away last year, but Mick and Keith still going strong. Mick's still having kids. And he's in his 70s.
Well, that's the difference between women and men. You guys can keep on pumping out whatever you're doing.
Whatever you're doing.
10:48.
whatever you got in there, it's still working.
Whatever you're doing, you can pump it out.
So speaking of pumping things out, a lot of people, the course of life, right? When it comes to relationships, you date, become exclusive, get engaged, married. Typically, that's the way it goes. Have kids, whatever it is. Well, with this whole engagement thing, this is interesting. They did a survey, and it looks like a bunch of, and I'm talking about couples, not just, because I can see men going, yeah, I'd rather do this instead. But couples were asked whether or not they would rather have the engagement ring as a token of their love or a vacation.
Oh, man, I wish I knew about that.
72% of couples were like, yeah, I'd rather have a trip instead. So if you're planning on popping the question, maybe instead of a ring, you should have a plane ticket and a hotel reservation instead.
I don't know. Most girls, you think they would go for that? Because, they want to be engaged, obviously, but they want the ring. It's a symbol of love and show everybody. And you say, now we're going down to Hialeah for 4 days and
Well,
Sea
I don't know if
Caucus.
Hialeah's going to cut it.
No, Jim? Sea Caucus? 3 nights on Route 3?
I don't know. TikTok Diners there.
TikTok Diner.
Grab yourself a nice omelet.
I was going there. Do you think, I got another question. Do you think in front of TikTok Diner, they still have the newspaper machines? Or do you think they went away?
No, I bet they do.
You think?
Yeah, because they still print.
Yeah.
They still print newspapers in that market.
Yeah, I was talking about that last night with this young cat. He couldn't believe it. He goes, there used to be machines for papers.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
grab one. Yeah.
Put the change in. I said, Jerry,
I don't know if
I've
ever seen one.
It probably requires a credit card because I'm sure it's about $8 for a newspaper nowadays.
New York Post down here is $150.
Is it $150? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you talking about just the single machines where you open the latch and okay, all right. I didn't know. To me, I was envisioning. I was like, oh, I didn't. But like a machine that had multiple different papers.
Just one.
Okay. Yeah.
No, each box was,
Yes.
New
So
York
I
Times,
do remember those. It is,
Post,
yes.
Yeah.
Star
Like
Ledger.
Yes.
Yeah, in Jersey and the
It
city.
has been a long time since I've seen one.
Oh,
but
yeah.
But I do recall seeing those.
There'd be like 7 or 8.
We still have them up in Port St. Lucie for
Yeah.
the hometown news.
Okay.
I mean, it's a free paper. You don't pay for it, so you just open it up, grab one. But yeah, it's still same type of thing. It just doesn't have you don't need the chain, the money part of it.
Yeah, and I remember one thing in the city that I used to always get yelled at by this one guy is that when you grab the paper, they used to have a brick or a rock on top of them.
Yeah, now that's different. That's a stand.
That's a
regular
stand.
news
Yeah.
stand.
And I love
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
And I used to get lost in them and buy all magazines and stuff. And he would always go, Greek, because I would sometimes just take my paper and throw money, and then I wouldn't put the rock back, and the wind would come flying.
And there goes all their profit.
Yeah. And he was always
There it all
screaming at me. Use a couple different words.
So I think I told you guys a story a while ago because we were talking about the vacation over engagement rings, and they were talking about like a luxury vacation or an adventurous is what they would pick.
Maybe a safari.
Yeah, is what they would pick over that. And a lot of time, those trips are probably a lot more expensive.
Yeah, they could
than an engagement ring. But I knew somebody who wanted a boat really bad, and his girl he was with for a long time really wanted an engagement ring. I mean, they were together for over 5 years, and she was like, when are you going to propose? I want this ring. I want this ring.
So he gets the boat.
And so that's what happened.
How'd that go?
So, yeah.
The ring's on the boat.
So that's what happened. Like one day he just shows up with the boat, and he already had it named, and it was her name.
Aw.
It was so-and-so's engagement ring on the back of the boat.
That's what it said?
How'd that go over?
It did not go over well.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Let's just say they never got engaged, and they never got married, and they both moved on.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, now the poor guy's got to rename the boat.
He got screwed.
But talk about kicking a girl when she's down. Not only does she not get what she wants, but then he was like, look what I named it.
Oh, my God. He's lucky that boat didn't sink.
I wonder if it
Or
did.
blow up.
Do we have an update on that?
I'll see if I can get one for you.
Wow, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's really going out there.
That's balls.
Yes, it
That's
is.
balls.
Man, you got to know she wouldn't have been happy about that. Oh, man, that's tough. So I don't know. If you guys think you would rather have a vacation than an engagement ring, let us know. 877-927-6969. Like Francis said, a vacation could be more money than a ring. I mean, it depends what you spend on a ring.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But what would you think? And if you maybe brought that home to your significant other, if you said, hey, how about instead of getting your ring, you and I go to the Swiss Alps or Italy?
Or you get, because you know what I see on a lot of Gen Zers is they get with that black, I don't know if it's rubber, I don't know what the material is, but it's not a very expensive material. And it's a ring, so you two both have a ring together. I've seen a lot of that on social media. And then, of course, there's the age old where sometimes instead of like vacation, you swap out where they would buy a house or have a down payment for a house versus a big expensive engagement.
Or in a wedding, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people opt
Or
for
for
who
the
are
wedding, right.
engaged,
Yeah.
just do the courthouse wedding and save the money that they were going to put towards a wedding, buy a house instead.
Yeah.
I've seen people get tattoos instead of
Yeah.
rings.
Oh, yeah. Another thing, too. Yeah.
I got a good buddy of mine. I was with him last night. He has the tattoo the day they got married. It's cool. But you guys let us know what you think. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. I'd be all for that. I think it's a great, great concept, to be honest with you.
Why are we slamming the counter?
I don't know. Does that mean you're getting engaged again, but this time with an expensive trip?
No.
You
No,
done?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm definitely done. Do you have somebody on hold?
We do, yeah. We got Riggs on the line. Hey, Riggs, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
What's going on, pal?
Not much. What I would say, I agree with the house idea. If I had to do it over, I would save the money from my wedding, and use that to do a house or maybe like a second home somewhere else.
But what about
Now,
your
what I'm
significant
clear
other?
on- Yeah.
Would she be cool with that?
think at this point, we're in our age, I think we would agree, should agree as well. But if you had asked 20-something-year-old Riggs, which is when I get married, I'd probably have a different viewpoint.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We had a blast.
I agree.
Yep, that matters.
Yep.
Sure. I mean, when you get a little bit older, you got a little bit more sense on you, and you're like, hey, I'd rather put it toward a house than have a ring for, I don't know, $17,500. And what are you going to do with it after the fact?
Yeah.
So what about your Bengals?
Yeah, because we did kind of Bengals? They're going to rock it, man.
No, they're not beating Buffalo. Come on. Come on. It's over.
That's Greek for the playback.
The only thing the Bills have got going for them is that guy whose heart stopped,
Hamill,
Mars or whatever his name was,
Hamlin.
He's showing around the facilities, and if he's at the game, not playing, but as kind of an emotional booster, I think that's going to be a little bit of a problem. But if Bengals go out swinging and they get like a 14-point lead early on, the Bills are done for.
Bengals have a lot of injuries. You realize that on their front line. And last week, Burrow did not look great. The Ravens have a very good defense, too.
It showed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you still think the Bengals...
I understand that they are the underdog.
Oh, yeah, 4 point, I think, or 5.
Yeah. No, if I was being objective, I may go with the Bills, but I'm going to do like a subjective fan pick here and go Bengals all the way.
All right, well, I'd love to see you win. I hope you win for your team. No, I don't. I want the Bills. Riggs. I got to bust your chops.
Oh, I see.
Would you go to Super Bowl if they made it?
No, I'm not. Going back to what's your best use for your money?
Yeah.
I would not spend that kind of jack on a Super Bowl.
Next year is going to be even more hype.
I like when I'm home.
Yeah.
What's that agree?
Next year is going to be a lot more hype, I think, with everything. I mean, the Super Bowl is always huge, but next year it's in Vegas. And I just see that being just beyond belief. I can't even imagine the rooms next year, the price.
Let alone.
Yeah. It would be just, and the tickets, both of them.
You know how I know that Tom Brady's coming back?
How do you know Tom Brady's coming back?
was reading an article over the weekend, and he was an equity investor in that FTX fraudulent company that went belly up, and he lost about, I think, like 20% of it, like $50 million. For somebody who's worth $250 million, losing $50 million, it's a lot of money. He's going to have to make it back somehow.
Hey, he's broke.
Yeah, he called me this morning before the show. He wanted to borrow $40 for gas.
Did he
got a job at Publix.
Did he already sign a contract to be
Fox?
Yeah, to be a reporter or analyst.
Yeah, 10 years, $35 million a year.
Okay.
Whenever he decides.
Whenever he decides. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, Riggs, I don't think he's hurting for cash. To be honest with you, I just don't. That's just my opinion.
I mean, I know he has a lot of money, but $50 million is a lot of money.
That's a story you read, though. You really don't know what's true, what's not. I've heard other things where he didn't lose any money, and it was just that he had stock in the company. I mean, you don't know. I mean, you just don't know.
He owned the equivalent of 1 million shares, which translated roughly to about just under 50. And the worst part is that he convinced Giselle as well as Bob Kraft of the New England Patriots to invest too. So
that's why she got divorced.
That's why they got divorced. Yeah, it had nothing to do with him playing.
Yeah, it wasn't practice. It wasn't the NFL. She was pissed.
You never know. Could be part of it.
Probably. Wouldn't be
never
surprised.
know.
You lost my money. Get out.
She got Greeked.
She got Greeked. Nice. Oh my God, you kill me. Riggs, you never know. I mean, again, you could be right. I don't know. I think Brady comes back one more year too. But I don't think he's playing with Tampa.
No, Tampa's like been there, done that. Like if he's gonna, I would put the Dolphins to the top of that list. And it's not just going to be a quarterback deal. It's likely going to be some sort of ownership interest, like an investment for the long term, where he transitions into from quarterbacking to kind of managing the front of the house or being kind of a leadership role into the Dolphins, and then grow within the organization.
We'll see what happens, Riggs. We always appreciate the call. You got us a little late going into a break, but keep in touch, and if you get a chance, call us on Saturday. We're at the track. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a few minutes. Florida stories, Franny?
Yeah, we got some Florida stories. I have a... Do you remember I can't believe this has happened. I saw this last night. Do you remember the storm drain woman? The woman that was caught in storm drain?
Yeah, Del Rey.
Well, I got a story on her again, and you will not believe it. I also have a machete in the mix, and then I have something that happened that was kind of a stone used at a Cold Stone ice cream shop. You know what I'm talking about? Those places are delicious, but something went down that's pretty crazy in Florida. I'll give you all the details on Real Radio 92.1.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset and then into the 60s overnight and into Friday morning with a few passing clouds to start the day.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
All you gotta do is dial Pal Morgan and Morgan. All you gotta do is dial Pal. An army of attorneys ready to serve. America's largest injury law firm. Fighting for full and fair compensation. Dial now for a free case evaluation. Fight for your right, no fear. Yes, we win. Best believe that we'll battle to the end. Dial Pal Law, that's all. Or log on to forthepeople.com.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
Bloody Mary now, Manatee Mojito later, and tomorrow maybe a Florida Mule. Hey, it's Megan, and it's hard to decide on just one cocktail to craft when Knox & Dunn Florida Rum is so versatile. And I love that Knox & Dunn is made right here in our backyard. Their strong and true American rum is made from Florida-grown sugarcane and aged in American oak bourbon barrels. The color comes straight from the barrels and nothing else is added to enhance the flavor. Don't settle for anything less. Head over to your favorite liquor store and ask them for a bottle of Knox & Dunn Florida Rum. If they don't have it, tell them to get with the program and carry Florida's fastest-growing local craft spirit. You can thank me later.
This message is sponsored by the Florida A&M University Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Pro or against? That seems to be the only thing that matters these days in the marijuana discussion. But what about the facts? At Mary, we've taken it upon ourselves to lay it all out there in our podcast. Just pure, unbiased education about medical marijuana and unlawful use of cannabis. Find it at mary.famu.edu. That's mmeri.famu.edu.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Every new year, we make resolutions to lose weight, eat better, work out more, and generally make changes for our health. But if your energy is down, if you aren't sleeping as well, if your workouts aren't like they once were, and if your sex drive really isn't there, changing can be hard. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you're dealing with some or all of these symptoms, you probably don't need a resolution as much as you may need low testosterone and growth hormone stimulation treatments. And at Atlantic Men's Clinic, we're experts in these therapies. With our low T and growth hormone stimulation protocols, if you're like most guys, you'll be amazed at the results. You'll feel more energetic and clear-minded, your sleep patterns will improve, your workouts will be better, and you'll likely find your sex drive increases as well. So call us today and make a resolution that will really make a change. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if you start testosterone on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 3 offices, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Well, we now have the lanes back open, 95 northbound on the approach to Congress Avenue. This was a mess for most of the morning, but again, lanes have reopened, should be back up to speed there. And further north, looking at a 15-minute ride southern to PGA. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
All right, next Wednesday, Franny on the lead motorcycle. Just one thing, where do I go get a motorcycle so I can take the lead there? There's gonna be a lot of people fighting for that position. Anyway, just thought people should get going on that, because that is going to be a hot ticket. Franny on the lead motorcycle. Hey!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday. I hope you're having a good day. It should be very warm today. It was cold a couple of days, and looks like they said today should get up in the 80s, which would be great. Back to South Florida weather. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hello, what's up?
And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Man, this is just scary because there's crazy everywhere. And you could just be innocently minding your own business when out of nowhere, a guy jumps out of the bushes with a machete.
Ooh.
And that's exactly what happened to this woman. She was leaving the Paddock Mall. She was leaving the food court area. She said she was exiting, going through the mall parking lot, when a man jumped out of the bushes with a machete. So the guy has been arrested, and yep. And he's been identified. Billy Ray Abney is his name.
Billy Ray.
Billy Ray.
Billy Ray.
Yep, 26-year-old Ocala man. But it looks like, so he was detained and searched for weapons. And they, when they got this, like, they were able to talk to the woman, and she was like, yep, that's definitely the guy. But yeah, like I said, she was minding his own. She has no idea who this guy is. So she claims that he jumped out of the bushes, started running after her with a machete, yelling, "I'm going to chop your head off with this machete."
That's not good.
So, of course, she's in fear of her life, right? Shocker. She starts running, and she is running into traffic. She's running from the mall, across the street, towards the local Walmart over there. She said she almost got struck by a car while crossing the roadway as she's trying to escape this guy. She eventually reaches the Walmart, and she said that he continued on. He jumped on a bicycle, continues on with the machete in his hand. She said, listen, I've never met this guy prior to this incident. I don't know what is going on. Well, they were able to locate him and his bicycle behind a McDonald's, and the machete was found underneath the bike. They said that the victim, positively identified Abney as a person who had chased her with the machete. So it looks like he is now hanging out in the Marion County Jail. We don't know if there was any drugs or anything like that, but he is facing a felony charge for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. They say without intent to kill. Sure as hell sounds like he wanted to kill her if he's like, I'm going to cut your freaking head off.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah, and he's got a machete. It's not like he's threatening her with a butter knife.
Yeah. Ooh, boy. And then we got a bit of a domestic issue. South Florida. It happened at a Cold Stone Creamery. Delicious ice cream over there. So I'm sorry this happened, you guys, and I'm dragging you into the news. So I guess this woman's husband works at the Cold Stone. Her name is Cyrita Wilson. And they're newlyweds. They've been married 9 months, not that long.
Things happen in marriages.
So according
Ups
to
and downs.
the police
Did he
report,
get her a ring, or did they go on a honeymoon?
They went on a vacation.
if they went on a honeymoon, this would never have happened, or a vacation. So she goes to his work. That's where he works. And he's the on-duty manager. And so she was like, I need rent money for their home. And he handed him over his debit card. And they said for some reason, because he was like, all right, here, take my debit card.
Yeah.
They just had an argument that ensued between the newlyweds. And so when people are listening, there's witnesses, it was over infidelity. Who cheated? I'm guessing it was him. So the only reason why I'm saying I'm guessing it's him.
Why?
Is because then she comes back with a piece of cement.
Piece of cement?
Yeah. And hits him. She said, grabbed a cement rock that was on the floor. I'm guessing outside, not inside of the Cold Stone Creamery.
I was gonna say, what
and
flavor
hit
is that?
him across the left side of the head.
Oof. Damn.
Yeah, that's why I said I was assuming it was him. The whole infidelity part.
That's a little rocky road.
Yeah, it is. They said he was cut, bleeding, his left ear swelling directly behind his ear, all kinds of crazy stuff.
There it is.
Well, no, it continued. She continued to punch him, so there it is. There was a struggle. She tried to grab his cell phone from him.
And she cheated on him?
I don't know. We're making it our own, so you can say that, sure. But yeah, police did arrive at the scene a short time later and did find everything that was stated that happened. They did see that his face was messed up. He had cut, bruises. They found that piece of cement. She claimed she was defending herself from her husband, who had armed himself with the rock first, and she got it after a struggle. But there was witnesses who said different. So yes, she is hanging out in jail. And then next up, one of my favorite women here in South Florida, Lindsay Kennedy. And you're like, well, I don't remember that name. Well, you will remember her story because there were 2 times that she had to be pulled out of a storm drain. And it happened in Delray Beach one time, and she was naked.
I remember the story.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she was
okay. I'm drunk. Doesn't hurt.
Well, she has been pulled from a storm drain one more time.
She loved Delray. She loved Atlantic Avenue.
3 times the charm.
This is the 3rd time. Delray Police Department said around 12 p.m. yesterday, officers and firefighters responded to a call after witnesses said someone was possibly in distress while swimming in the canal. And that's how she got last time. She was in a canal and they saw her and she was nude. And so this is her MO. When officers arrived, they located her and they were like, yep, identified Lindsay Kennedy. And they asked her if she needed any assistance, but she ignored them and then climbed into the storm drain pipe. She refused to come out of the pipe and began to crawl even further inside of the pipe.
She naked again? Or doesn't it say?
I know it doesn't say. The pipe crossed under Lindell Boulevard. Firefighters say they had to contain her between 2 sections of pipe. Then the Delray Beach Fire Rescue Special Operations Team ended up coming over and they had to use a ladder and rescue harness to get this woman out. When she was pulled out, they said she appeared to have only minor injuries on her, and paramedics were there to take her to a nearby hospital for evaluation.
She's not playing with
and
full
hopefully
deck.
that is mental evaluation as well.
Yeah, she's not playing with full deck.
Yeah, maybe they should have tried that after the second one.
Oh, my God.
Huh?
Yeah, so 2021, March, rescued from a storm drain in Delray Beach. May 2021, pulled from a storm drain in Texas. And we bring her back to Delray Beach in January of 2023.
She loves Atlantic Avenue.
Pulled out of a storm drain.
She's got to get on Atlantic.
I do want to say that the Texas one, she was there because she was in a rehab facility, I think, and she escaped. I have to go back. And we know that.
I believe so.
Yeah, and we know that Delray is known for a lot of Delray and Delray rehab facilities.
Sure. So
Yeah.
It sounds like a pattern.
So if we're connecting the dots here, yeah. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. You guys give us the stories and we give them back to you in the Penthouse. We got a chance for a big giveaway for you at 11:45. 13 chances away to win $1,000 only on Real Radio. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
I'm sure, Crystal, our phone screener, you've had crazy arguments with your estranged husband.
I threw a coffee mug, a cup, out of anger, and it hit the window, broke the one pane of the window.
Jeez.
And then I threw a chair, and the chair hit the drywall, and there's a hole in the drywall.
And he puts up with that?
If I was to be screaming like outside of the house, if I stepped outside the door and was yelling, he would be upset by that. It's a public spectacle. He is extremely private. So if it is going to happen, he'd rather it happen in the house.
Or on the radio.
Right?
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset and then into the 60s overnight and into Friday morning with a few passing clouds to start the day.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or
thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints, call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREON info.com.
There's plenty to bet on at Gulfstream Park this January with the return of the championship meet, featuring live thoroughbred racing Wednesday through Sunday and the $3 million Pegasus World Cup on Saturday, January 28th. Enjoy the races outdoors from the Carousel Club or cool off in a private suite or a restaurant 10 Palms. For stake schedules, reservations, and tickets, head to GulfstreamPark.com.
My doctor told me my blood pressure is borderline. I figured I could worry about it or do something about it. So I took control with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula. It works safely and naturally to help maintain healthy blood pressure with a custom blend of garlic, vitamins, and minerals. And it's odor-free. I'm taking charge with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Reese Impact windows are affordable, hurricane-resistant, and energy efficient. And Reese installs most windows faster than other companies in Florida at just 6 to 8 weeks. That's right, just 6 to 8 weeks. Go to ReeseWindows.com. That's ReeseWindows.com.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. And now save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, only $19.99, plus special financing, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. You're going to love this place. Great humidor, great ambiance, and a great patio. And it's a good place to watch the games as we get ready for that big game in Rihanna. Make sure you stop down to Strikes any day of the week. They're open, and Greek's Gridiron will be there again in January. It's 2023, baby. Light up with a great cigar and be a winner at Strike Cigar Lounge. Peace.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Well, we now have the lanes back open, 95 northbound on the approach to Congress Avenue. This was a mess for most of the morning, but again, lanes have reopened, should be back up to speed there. And further north, looking at a 15-minute ride southern to PGA. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Here's today's Fortnite weather report. iHeartland has been hit by a major blizzard. The snow has turned iHeartland and Fortnite into a winter wonderland with new festive games, including a winter-themed escape room, a holiday obstacle course, ice skating, hidden holiday gifts, and more. Look out for upcoming special events from your favorite artists and podcasters all month, along with scavenger hunts and new How Fan Are You challenges. So embrace the holidays at iHeartland and Fortnite. Head to iHeartRadio.com/iHeartland today.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Greek, it's me, Giselle. Oh my god, your bed is so amazing. I'd never want to get up. It's like a cloud in heaven. Where's K-Cups for coffee maker? And one more thing, what time does Greek Zone end? You come home. Have a good day, baby. Mwah.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I knew it!
Oh my God, he's killing
I
it.
knew it.
I knew he was behind the whole thing. What's that?
We got the breaking news. Did you see it, Jimmy?
No, I didn't.
Because I know you had it on one of your topics with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Oh, is it out?
It is out. We
All
got
right.
breaking news. I know we even got it on our email, too, because the people with iHeart Media are very good at getting breaking news before we are. And so, yeah, we did. We found out that actor Alec Baldwin is being charged with involuntary manslaughter for the fatal shooting on the movie set over there in New Mexico.
That's
so
not
this
good.
has just been announced through the newswire. So
It's
it
not
looks
good.
like he is being charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Ooh, he's going to have a long fight on his hands. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved in the show. Good morning, Jimmy. Good afternoon. Whatever.
Hello and good, whatever.
Whatever it is.
And good morning, Francis.
It's brunch time.
Grease here.
I was going into my whole good morning
Oh,
thing.
sorry, yeah, we got the updates.
And then the Alec
Dun,
Baldwin
dun,
thing. Dun, dun, dun. So you guys can get involved with the show by calling us, text us, or emailing Jimmy. Jimmy, I know you got a story about things that just maybe people didn't notice, but they're gone.
There was a Reddit thread that was going on, and I thought we could read off some of the answers that were on here and then add to our some of our own here from the Penthouse. Or you can call in 877-927-6969, Jimmy at realradio921.com to add. And what it is they've got a thing going on that says, what are things that quietly went away without anyone noticing that they were around? Cultural trends that were going on. Maybe they were, particular either items that were popular, maybe games that were popular, maybe just fads. And some of these include waterbeds. They sort of quietly went away without anybody noticing it. It was a trend for the 80s. I remember that was a big thing in the 80s.
Did you guys ever have one?
Yeah, I had
Did
one
you?
Side, yeah.
I didn't have one. Did you, G-Man?
I had a terrible one, too.
Nope.
One that didn't have any baffles or anything. So once you got onto it, the whole thing just kept going and going and going. You had
I
a waiting
remember
room.
because they were on 80s and early 90s, and I thought they were so cool. And I remember a friend that had one, and I wanted one so bad. And my mom was like,
Really?
absolutely not. She's like, that's ridiculous.
Absolutely
You're going to
not.
sleep in a regular bed. I'm like, fine.
Here's another thing that apparently was a cultural phenomenon, but quietly went away. And this is something that hasn't gone away, at least on my book. Facebook poke wars.
Oh, yeah? People are still poking you?
Oh, yeah, I still get poked.
Oh, man, I don't get poked anymore.
No?
How about you, G-Man?
1126.
Greek doesn't have
Oh, I
Facebook. He doesn't have Facebook. It's like where people just like when you become new friends with them, and even after it's like a finger, and they're like legit just like little poke, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it means. Does it mean like, hey, I want to talk to you, or hey, what's up? But
You
that's
had
what
me,
they do instead.
Yeah, you had me a poke.
Yeah.
So, shocker. I didn't know where we were going from there.
Must not be as sought after as Jimmy, because nobody pokes me.
Nobody's poking Franny, but everybody's poking Jimmy. You figure it out.
Oh,
All right, there's a first for this show.
Yeah.
Here's one that I can understand why this one went away. When you turned off the television, how the image would shrink down to just a dot and then slowly fade away.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tube in the TV
shutting off. That's why that happened. We don't have it. We don't have tube TVs anymore. Here's one that, I'll tell you what, newsflash, it still happens. Flash mobs. They say they quietly went away without anybody noticing. I guess you're just not noticing.
Not as popular, though. Yeah. Like, I feel like they were so in your face. Maybe they just got kind of old and played out that even if they do it, we just don't see them that often.
Here's one. They're talking about vacations. Traveler's checks.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That was a big thing. You always got those whenever you went away on vacation.
That's right.
HQ trivia.
That was big.
Yeah, that was super big.
Something happened with the guy, right? Like, I think, I have to look it up, but the guy who would do the voice, the announcing behind it.
Okay.
Something happened legally with him.
No kidding.
I'm doing some research on that. Yeah, that's why it went down.
Now, they still have forms of that, right, out there?
Well, they have to, but I don't know if it's HQ specifically.
Right. But it's just like those.
Because you could win money.
Those, Those nationwide trivia games that are like that. Some restaurants have them. That's what I remember from. There's one around the corner here that used to have it over on PGA Boulevard.
I love trivia.
ROFL. Now we just use LOL or LMAO. Planking. How about that, Franny? Because I know you used to plank. Did that go away quietly?
Well, no, but I don't. Did I plank? Like, I plank for, like, core exercises. I don't think that's what they mean. There was a fad where they were doing it, like, in just crazy places. And they were posting it on social media. Like, really dangerous. And so people are like, you need to stop doing this.
Okay.
But planking is, doing a plank is still an exercise that people do for their core. That's still pretty common.
Okay, so this was like a...
It was like a social media trend.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Ringtones. Apparently, they quietly went away without anybody noticing. I don't know. I think people still have ringtones, don't they?
I would think so.
But do they mean...
Special ones?
I guess maybe where you go when you get certain ones from...
Like songs or shows or something.
Yeah.
And finally on this, and this is something that I do remember, those plastic bases on 2-liter soda bottles. Remember those things?
Underneath.
On the very bottom side, you could take them off. And then now, they just don't have them. You've got those 5-point whatever things that will hold it up.
They would be a color of the, like the soda. Sprite had green.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah. Coke was black.
Yeah,
I think
they
red.
put black on here, but that's why I left off the color because they were... I saw different colors on different bottles.
They probably saved millions on that.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's a lot of plastic that they could save, too. Great idea on that. So do you have any trends, any cultural trends that quietly went away and people really didn't notice that they did? The one that came to my mind are 2 games that I don't hear people talk about much anymore, and that's Angry Birds and Candy Crush. I'm not saying that they don't exist and people still don't play them, but you don't hear about it like it being a phenomenon like it was at one time.
Candy Crush, I hear a lot of guys play in Boca, older guys.
Do they still?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, all right. So it's still a fad out there. Then.
Yeah, all the guys from Atlantis Motor Group, they're always on that.
Oh, are they? Okay.
I didn't even know what the hell it was. I thought it was like a candy you buy and you crush it and you put it in your mouth. Like, what the hell are you guys playing? Yeah, they play it. That's the only way I've ever heard it in my life because I wasn't a video guy in any shape or form. That's the only time I've ever heard it. I'm trying to think of some other things that we used to.
Trends that were out there you don't really hear a whole heck of a lot about anymore. Maybe they sort of went away. 877-927-6969. Jimmy at realradio921.com. We have a text line, 47142. Just start that text off with Real Radio. That way it gets directed to us. Franny sees it and she can read them on the air. Or if you've got the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone and you look for us on there, there's a little microphone on our main home screen there. Just press that microphone. You can leave us a talkback message. We'll play them too if you want to get involved with the show. Yeah, cultural trends that quietly went away without anyone really noticing.
It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Think of a couple, and you could join the show. Also, at 11:45, we got a giveaway. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Be like the smart kids, like the summa cum laude of your workplace. What? Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's the Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins.
Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset and then into the 60s overnight and into Friday morning with a few passing clouds to start the day.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. 10 years entertaining South Florida. Adult entertainment at its best. Upscale dining, full liquor, full nude. The best girls in South Florida at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week until 5 a.m. And this Saturday night, January 21st, it's UFC 283 live. And throw in some football, it sounds like a perfect weekend at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Peace.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
If you wake up every morning just feeling drab or not the best version of yourself, you should ask yourself why. Maybe you're just complacent or just stuck in a rut. Well, let's get you out of that rut, and my friends at Begin Anew Med Spa can help you with that. Hey, this is Franny, and that is exactly how I was feeling almost a year ago until I went to Begin Anew. I was exercising and eating well, but something still wasn't right. Exhausted midday, not sleeping well, and had some gut issues. But after I went to Begin Anew and did some extensive lab work for their optimal wellness program, they got me on peptides and supplements, not medications, that truly turned my life around. If you can relate to this, then go and check out Begin Anew. And right now, their optimal wellness program is only $0. Yes, free with qualifying insurance. And maybe after your lab work, Begin Anew may recommend testosterone therapy. Well, now is the time to do it because this month, it is only $49 a week. See what I'm talking about in all of their January specials at beginanewmed.com.
Big tech is a real danger. They're supposed to be neutral, but now a new book by Congressman Ken Buck blows the lid off their censorship. It's called Crushed, Big Tech's War on Free Speech. In Crushed, Congressman Buck shows how Google, Facebook, and Twitter suppressed the truth about Hunter's laptop, COVID, President Trump, and more. Crushed shows how Google uses its monopoly to hurt consumers and silence conservatives. Big Tech controls the information flow, but they ignore your right to free speech. If you're tired of their bias, fight back. First, get Ken Buck's Crushed. Then, all this week, watch Rob Schmidt's show on Newsmax. Every night, Rob talks to Ken Buck about Crushed and its revelations. You'll find out how Google uses search, ad networks, Gmail, and even YouTube TV to censor conservatives. It's shocking. Get Ken Buck's Crushed today and watch Rob Schmidt tonight on Newsmax. Remember, Newsmax is real news for real people.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
I never write reviews, but Navage is so amazing, I had to leave one. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how Navage works. That's a review from Carrie, and it's one of over 100,000 online testimonials praising Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I've talked about flushing out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. How Navage's powered suction can help you breathe better, and how your nose is the body's air filter, and Navage will clean it out. But don't take my word for it. What do people like Chad say, who wrote, Navage has helped clear out my nasal passages every single night. My wife says my snoring has gone way down. Snorefest be gone, unquote. Navage is the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million customers to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
95 looking pretty good, right up to speed in West Palm on the Belvedere curve. The entrance ramp, northbound 95 from Glades Road, construction is going on there, so that could slow you down a bit. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
We've all felt the impact of rising food prices. For families in poverty, they're facing malnutrition and even death. You can feed a family for a month with your $50 donation to Compassion International. Just text the word radio to 97646.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Franny has something funny she's going to share in a couple seconds. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
Okay, Francis, you're on the clock.
Oh, I am.
What's so funny?
I am on the clock, you're right. I'm just reading some texts at 47142. We got people talking about certain things that we've been mentioning on the radio. Stacy, thank you once again. She texts saying, so glad you enjoyed the tips, which I did because it was her recommendation. And then somebody texts, they said, Greek, I can hear it in your voice. You're becoming a Jags fan. Becoming a Jags fan, they can hear it. Take the over on T-Law. 1.5 passing touchdowns. The Chiefs have given up 33 this year. Sunshine is hotter than Franny right now. Sound the upset alarms, baby. Also, let's not forget about that. The Jags, led by, is it Bortles? Bortles? How do I say that? Bortles?
Bortles.
Yeah. Went to Pittsburgh a few years ago and won the divisional round.
I think the Jaguar Chief
That's from Duval.
is going to have a lot of points. I think it'll go over. So I agree with that. I think they're both, there'll be a lot of touchdowns. We talked about this yesterday in the Greek Zone. We both said that we think Lawrence is going to have over 1.5 touchdown passes. So, yeah, I think both of those are good plays.
There you go. And then somebody said, I still do flash mob dances because we were talking about things that silently went away. Said, I still do flash mob dances, but I have no friends, so it's just me. That's sad.
Still dance.
Flash yourself.
That's sad. Yeah, what are you doing? You just flash it in a mirror. And somebody said, husband and I purchased a high quality waterbed when I was 7 months pregnant back in 1983. I upgraded the mattress. They said, I'm sorry, because sometimes when you send emojis, it kind of jumbles up. We can't receive emojis on these text lines. It says, look many times over the decades. I can't.
Okay.
It's heated. Don't think I could sleep long terms on a regular bed. So I guess, does that mean that you're still sleeping on a water bed? Is that what you're trying to say? You upgraded the mattress. Yeah.
Good.
And so now it's a heated water bed.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well,
You always worry about it. God forbid if it's a problem leak, then you're screwed. You know what I mean? You wake up and you're in water. That's not great.
Yeah. So you can always shoot us a text at 47142. You just have to start that off with Real Radio.
And don't forget, you do have the division round this weekend. We'll talk about that. We got a trifecta now.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Miami Heat won last night on Bourbon Street, so everybody got drinks half price, 124-98. Bam had a big game, 28 points, and the Heat now are, I believe, 25-21, going in the right direction. Hopefully, they can pick up some more wins and move up the ladder in the Eastern Conference of the NBA. There's a rumor going around that LeBron might get traded back to the Heat. Whether or not this happens or not, I don't know. It could be just a rumor. But he's not winning with the Lakers, and there is rumors that he might come back to the Heat. I don't see it. I just don't. Him and Pat Riley didn't get along at the end. But you know what? Things could change. The Jaguars and the Giants are the longest shot out of the 8 teams left. They're both 25-1 to win it all. So if you like the Jags or the Giants, by tomorrow, put in your bet because they're both 25-1 in Vegas, and that is coming to you by our friends at DraftKings. Also, when you got the Dallas Cowboys, everybody loves the Cowboys. The Cowboy fans just seem to come out of the woodwork, and they are playing Sunday night at 6:30. If they win, that bandwagon will get even bigger. But I got to say, Cowboy fans represent. I seen a lot of guys last weekend with Dallas jerseys. And is there an age, remember they brought this up, that you shouldn't wear jerseys anymore? Remember they were saying there was a certain age, they brought it up.
That was a while ago we were talking about that.
Yeah,
Yep.
guys shouldn't wear.
Oh, I don't buy that.
Yeah, I don't either.
No, wear them as
Screw
long
it.
as you want.
Yeah, I like Jimmy's attitude. Screw
Screw it.
whatever you are. But I saw a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans last week with jerseys on and just having a good time representing. I saw Elliott was the one that was the most, number 21, and a little bit Prescott. And that is your mid-morning trifecta. Peace. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. If you guys want to get involved with the show, you could also text us or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. And at 11:45, we will have your chance to win tickets to a good concert that everybody wants to go to a concert. Everybody always appreciates a good time. So that's why on Real Radio, we always do it for you guys.
Yeah, and specifically, he's talking about Sublime with Rome. That is the concert that's happening at the Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. Tickets are on sale right now. If you're like, man, I just can't call in to win those tickets, you can purchase them, but why not win them for free?
Yeah, who doesn't like to win anything? I mean, I'd be happy with a box of Tide. Speaking of the NFL, the best ratings was Week 12 when the Giants played the Cowboys. 42 million people watched that game. That is unbelievable, and it wasn't a playoff game. 42 million. I believe that was Thanksgiving night. But that was their best ratings of this season. 42 million. That's a ton. I don't know if anybody's going to come near that in the playoffs. Obviously, the Super Bowl, forget what people watch there. But 42 million watched that game, Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And you figured the Cowboys would be in there because they usually are anytime there's a ratings bonanza. Jimmy, what do you think about the Dallas and San Fran this weekend? You think that'll get over 30 million? 6:30 Sunday night?
Yeah. Well, they're all isolated games. So
Yeah.
I think you're going to see the ratings be. Which one is that? I'm sorry.
It's the last one Sunday?
On Sunday? Oh, yeah.
6:30?
No doubt on Sunday. Sure. I think the only ones is might hurt a little bit is Saturday because people go out and they may not watch it because of that.
Yeah.
And or they may go out to watch it so you don't get as much credit, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not at home with it on.
Yeah.
So that might hurt a little bit just because of that. But I mean, it's going to be a ratings bonanza. It's the NFL.
Eagles in Dallas Saturday night. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
A really good game. And like you said, I think the Jags and Chiefs too, 4:30 Saturday.
As long as the Jags don't lay an egg, which is a possibility, but I'd say one of the weakest teams that's still left to consider. But they've been playing great lately, so it should be a competitive game. And Dallas and the 49ers should be competitive. I think Cincinnati and Buffalo is going to be competitive. I still think Cincinnati wins that game outright. So if they're getting points, I would take that.
Weird time. Sunday. Weird time, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, well, normal, right?
Yeah, for the division
This
round.
time of year. I mean, that's when it starts because they want it to go more into prime time at night. So, yeah, that makes sense.
But I think Dallas and San Fran best ratings out of the four.
Yeah. I don't think, probably.
Because it's 6:30 Sunday night.
Yeah.
Kickoff. It's a big game. I mean, they're all big, but Dallas people just love, and the Niners. You got West Coast people chiming in.
Sure.
I think that's going to be the big game. 30 million. Yeah, I can see you going over 30 million.
Yeah.
I don't know about 40, but I think 30 they could definitely bring it in. And the people are going to be excited for it. Tomorrow we're at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. If you want to stop by, have a cigar. Even if you don't smoke, you just have maybe a drink with us, cappuccino, a glass of wine, whatever you want. Stop down and see us. And you guys will have a great time at Strike Cigar Lounge, open 7 days a week. Time for some tickets. What do you say? Give them away?
Sounds good.
Yeah,
We've
let's
got
do
a
it.
pair of tickets to see Sublime with Rome Thursday, March 16th at Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. Tickets are on sale now. You can also get some more details at realradio921.com, but we've got a pair right now that you can win. Give us a call, 877-927-6969. What game are we playing today?
He said, she said.
All right, we're going to play a simple game called He Said, She Said, and that's where I'm going to read you a quote, and you got to let us know whether Greek said it or Franny said it, and I've got the audio to back it up. And I even have some new ones, too. So if you remember the older ones, tut, 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 you got to stay in touch with the Penthouse and know what's going on here. Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. Sublime with Rome tickets up for grabs, and let's get some people lined up.
There you go. And if you haven't seen him before, I know that the original lead singer for Sublime, Brad Knowles, who passed away, a lot of people were like, oh, it's not going to be the same. Listen, Rome does a hell of a job. He really does. So if you've not seen Sublime with Rome, I think that you are going to be in for a treat. And you can always get these tickets. You just got to go to realradio921.com/contest. That's our contest page. And that is where you can find all kinds of stuff. I mean, we give away whatever concerts are in the area, typically majority of them, the South Florida Fair. Just register to win for everything, because a lot of people like to, in their head, they're like, I'm never going to win them. There's too many people.
Yeah, you got a shot.
You might be wrong, because there's a shot. There's a really good shot of you winning some of these tickets.
There's no shot if you don't play.
Yep.
Remember that. Like everything else in life, you got to be in it to win it. And remember, players only love you when they're playing. Speaking of players, on Saturday, we're going to be at Gulfstream Park, Real Radio Locker Room Live. We're going to be in a winner's circle with Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar. Stop down there. Live racing all day. We'll be there from 11 to 3. And we just told you before, we'll be at Strike Cigar Lounge tomorrow, Franny and I, on the patio. And it should be a beautiful day. Excited about that. Always a great time at Strike Cigar Lounge. 7 days a week, open to 2 a.m. Stop by, watch the games, kick it back, and just enjoy yourself. And they are already almost sold out, but they got some room left for the Super Bowl party. So if you guys want to go to Strike Cigar Lounge for the Super Bowl party, make sure you pick up the phone today and give them a call. If not, you'll be blank out of luck. Jimmy, are we almost ready?
Yeah, we are starting our contest today with Travis. Travis, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Hey, Travis, how are you today?
Good.
That's good. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
20 years.
Wow, that's a long run. We appreciate it.
Nice. You big fan of Sublime with Rome, or you got a friend that is?
I am.
All right, let's see if we can get you hooked up with a pair of tickets to go see him. We're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said. I'm going to read you a quote, Travis, and you got to let us know whether Greek said it or Franny said it. Okay, buddy?
Gotcha.
All right, here is your quote. Thank you for squeezing that in. Thank you for squeezing that in. Did Greek say that, or did Franny say that?
I'm going to go with Greek.
Sorry, that was Miss Francis.
Thank you for squeezing that in.
Hello.
Sorry, Travis.
Sorry about that, Travis.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Next up, we have Brett. Brett, welcome to the Penthouse.
How's it going?
It's going good, Brett. Thank you for always listening to Real Radio. We do appreciate that. How long have you been listening?
Like 12 years, probably.
All right. We got a good run going there. Let's see if we can keep that going. How about a pair of tickets to Sublime with Rome Thursday, March 16th? That sound good to you, bud?
That sounds great, man.
All right. Let's play a little game called He Said, She Said. I'm going to read you a quote. You just let us know whether Greek said it or Franny said it. Brett, here is your quote. That's a big penis. That's a big penis. Did Greek say that, or did Franny say that?
Oh, wow. I'm going to say Franny.
Sorry. That was Greek.
That's a big penis.
That was just 2 days ago, I
That was
believe.
just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure was.
Wow, I don't remember that.
He pointed at me. Greek thought I said it. I was
Well,
like,
I
nope,
know
it
you're-
was you.
I know you're a size queen.
You're usually the size queen. Yeah, so. All right, sorry about that, Brett. Next up, we have Rich checking in with us. Hey, Rich, what's going on, pal?
Hey, what's up, guys? That last one, I can't believe it.
I can.
Came straight from his mouth. The words.
Wow.
Not the penis.
Exactly. Rich, you big fan of Sublime with Rome?
Oh, yeah, the list I'm for you.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get you hooked up with a pair of tickets. They're going to be at the Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek, Thursday, March 16th. We've got a pair of tickets here, and let's see if we can get Rich hooked up. Rich, we're going to play a game called He Said, She Said. I'm going to read you a quote, and you got to let us know whether Greek said it or Franny said it. Here is your quote. It's still probably swollen. It's still probably swollen. Did Greek say that, or did Franny say that?
I'm going Greek.
That's right. That was Greek.
He was so shocked.
Well, I listen to the words, and I don't use them. So that's why I think they're you.
Well, obviously you did.
Apparently you did, because this is what it sounded like.
Still probably swollen.
Yeah.
It's my ego.
Yeah, well. Nice job, Rich. I'm going to put you on hold. If you would, hang tight for a couple minutes. When we go to break, I'm going to get back on the line off air, and we'll get some more info from you. We'll get you set up with those tickets to see Sublime with Rome. All right, buddy?
All right, yeah, sounds great. Thanks a lot.
Nice job. That's how you do it, kids, right there.
Great job. Thank you, Jimmy, for your help. As always with the contest, you do a fantastic job. And the game is excellent, too. It's one of the things people do comment to me about, that they play along when they are listening at 11:45 Monday to Friday. It's a tradition we do every day for you guys to give you some kind of giveaway just to show our appreciation for listening to Real Radio. That's a big penis. I don't remember that.
It was because we were talking about that there was this group in Fort Lauderdale who wanted, it was for some cultural event.
On the beach, right?
No, it was just, there was this area. And so they were allowed to put up a Christmas tree and a menorah. And so they were like, and the city of Fort Lauderdale went out and were like, listen, if you have any kind of religious or cultural event, you can come and apply and whatever and display it. So this guy, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like the steel phallus, like some kind of the steel phallus, and he wanted to do it. And people were like, I don't know if I want to. And I told you it was like a 300 or 400 pound pink
penis.
Phallus. But yeah.
Oh,
and then that's where it came
Greek's
from.
head.
That's a big penis.
What was that? I didn't catch.
That's a big penis.
Okay, that's what I thought he said. No, just making sure.
You can put that with my tea bag. Yeah, you can put it with the tea bag.
Perfect. Thank you for giving him ideas, G-Man.
I'm not sure. I always want to help out. You can tea bag and then go down to Fort Lauderdale and see the big penis.
Hot tea, which I have every day, and I'm into tea now. So if anybody wants to give me a tea bag,
that's a big penis.
Oh, you gotta wait till the thump happens and then you play that.
Okay, all right.
I'm drinking my hot tea, which I have every day, and I'm into tea now. So if anybody wants to give me a tea bag,
that's a big penis. Look at Franny's laugh.
And the crowd is happy too.
Oh my God, she's crying.
That was easy.
She seems like she's at the South Florida Fair. They're going to stay open an extra hour. She's like crying.
It just makes me giggle.
You want it one more time?
Please.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I'm drinking my hot tea, which I have every day, and I'm into tea now. So if anybody wants to give me a tea bag.
That's a big penis. That's right, buddy. Oh, Jimmy just added on. Yeah. I like that one.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh, all right. One more time.
I'm drinking my hot tea, which I have every day.
Hold on.
And I'm into tea now. So if anybody wants to give me a tea bag.
That's a big penis. That's a lot on your face.
It is a lot on your face.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, goodness.
Thank you, buddy. Only on the Penthouse. We try to make you laugh. Oh, my God. She's actually crying. She really is.
I can continue on.
She can't continue on. I said that last night. It is.
That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line.
Sea bass is to die for.
Man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Are you composed of this?
Yes, I'm good.
To continue the show?
No.
I heard like a squirt. Psst. I'm like, what the hell is that? That's a lot on your face.
It is a lot on your face. Whew.
You ready?
Yeah. Good. I'm good.
You want it again?
No. I finally composed myself. Yeah, we're good.
All right, you're good.
Yes, professionals. Continue on.
Yeah, you're always better a professional. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Just gave away some great concert tickets. Tomorrow we're going to have tickets for the South Florida Fair. So if you want to go, you have an opportunity tomorrow at 11:45. We got some fun facts about penises. No?
It's about your favorite snack and my favorite snack. It's National
Snack. I didn't hear it.
I heard something else. I was like, wow. Maybe we did date.
It's National Popcorn Day.
Okay, because I was like, wow.
Turn my headphones up.
I took my earbuds.
Snack.
Okay.
Snack.
All right, you're the best. We love you.
Like pudding.
Yes.
We'll be back, I
Okay.
think. We'll be back. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset and then into the 60s overnight and into Friday morning with a few passing clouds to start the day.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Hayes the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. You're going to love this place. Great humidor, great ambiance, and a great patio. And it's a good place to watch the games as we get ready for that big game in Rihanna. Make sure you stop down to Strikes any day of the week. They're open, and Greek's Gridiron will be there again in January. It's 2023, baby. Light up with a great cigar and be a winner at Strike Cigar Lounge. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Lots of people hired us. We've collected over $15 billion and won a lot. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Start the new year off right at Gulfstream Park Casino. Join us on Fridays and Saturdays for a chance to win over $30,000 in free play at the Thoroughbred Thrills game. For more details, visit GulfstreamParkCasino.com.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
It's Jesse Kelly here. I can't afford to lose 30% of my 401k or IRA again, and I'm assuming you can't either. Call Oxford Gold. Securing your IRA or 401k with real gold and silver is a portfolio protection plan, and Oxford Gold has made it easy as 1, 2, 3. One app, one call, and you pick your precious metals. That's it. You now own precious metals. Call Oxford Gold today to learn more about the 1, 2, 3 protection plan. 833-404-GOLD. 833-404-GOLD.
Experience the relaxing, conversation-provoking pleasure, which is Kava, at Island Root Kava Bars. The most relaxing atmosphere and a delightful experience. Their Kava drinks provide a smooth, relaxing effect for your mind, body, and soul. Happy hour specials daily. Enjoy $5 teas, 32-ounce growlers for only $14, 64-ounce growlers only $28. Every day from 9 to 10 a.m., 2 to 3 p.m., and 8 to 9 p.m. 8 convenient locations from the Palm Beaches to Melbourne. Visit islandroot.com for more.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
The South Florida Fair is open.
Yay! 17 days of entertainment, including a new extreme illusion show, the wonderful ice skating show, pit races, and all kinds of dinosaurs.
Plus all that great fair food and the daily parades.
Concerts, farm animals, yesteryear village, and so much more.
Get all the activities and entertainment schedule online at southfloridafair.com or download the new Fair app. South Florida Fair, now through January 29th in West Palm Beach.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword money at real.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 on a Thursday afternoon. Getting ready for the weekend. And if you know all 4 winners of the games, please text us or call us. Maybe you got Saturday or Sunday's paper or Mondays. It is the Penthouse, and we are always here for you every day, 10 to 2. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And I think we have some facts of fun about the PC.
It's Freddy's Fun Fact. We do, yes, about the PC. If you're listening to the masterpiece of an intro Jimmy produced this morning, you'll know that it's National Popcorn Day. I love popcorn. You a popcorn fan?
Of course I am.
Love popcorn.
You're like popcorn. You're always fun.
Oh, my God.
I have to find it because I ordered it on Amazon years ago. I highly recommend it. It is a bowl that you that you can put in the put in your microwave. And why can't I think of it, Jimmy? It's the same material that those rings that you were talking about that people wear.
It's like plastic.
It's like a rubber. What am I thinking?
I know what
but
it
it's
is.
not.
But I can't think of it.
Yeah, I'm totally brain farting the type
My
of
ex
material.
used to have it.
But you know what I'm talking? Can you envision that material, that ring you were talking about?
Right. Yeah, that I can.
Oh gosh, somebody's like yelling at their radio right now. But anyway, so it's made out of that material. I can't think of it right now at the top of my head. It's silicone.
Oh,
silicone. So, and it's a bowl, but it collapses so you can store it easily. And then it comes with a clear silicone top.
Yeah.
And you put your popcorn in it. Perfect every time.
Yeah, it is.
Every time. You've used it?
Yeah, my ex used to have it.
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah, it was. I
Yeah.
don't have it anymore.
Highly recommend it. I even think you could make popcorn in that, G-Man.
Oh, thank you.
It's no problem.
Wow.
I made
Speaking volumes.
I made a sandwich for myself
He
today.
did. He was very happy with himself.
I mean, that's big.
Yes. So more than 17 billion quarts of popcorn are consumed by Americans every year. They say this amount would fill the Empire State Building 18 times.
Mingada.
That's a lot of popcorn, right? The average American eats about 63 quarts per person every year, and that's according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. I definitely up that ante. I probably eat popcorn 3 or 4 days a week.
Really?
It's my nighttime snack. Yeah, I love it. Most of the world's popcorn production is in the United States, with 25 states growing the crop. Of over 1/4 of the national popcorn production is in
Georgia.
No.
New Hampshire.
Jimmy, you have a guess?
Jersey.
Montana.
Nebraska.
Go! It's unbelievable. You would never know that because of the corn huskers.
How about that?
You would never believe it.
You never know it.
With Indiana coming in at a close second.
Well, they don't have anything else to do up there, so
Yeah.
might as well make popcorn.
Yeah, Nebraska produces.
There goes that audience.
Please stay tuned to Nebraska. Nebraska produces
And Indiana.
353.7 million pounds of shelled popcorn annually.
Wow, that's a lot of popcorn.
It's a lot of pop. It's 44% of all popcorn production here. Yep, that's a lot of popcorn. As
You like
Jimmy would say.
popcorn. You're always fun.
Knew I'd find it.
I know you drive through the state to just give you a bag of popcorn. Hey, thank you.
There you go. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. See you next week.
Yep.
See you in Kansas.
I think we can all guess this. The brand of popcorn eaten most often in the United States is
Orville.
Yep. In 2020, 63.59 million Americans consumed Orville Redenbacher popcorn, followed by
Jiffy Lube?
Jiffy Lube. It's all
go
about
get
the
an oil
lube.
change and eat your popcorn.
It's all about the lube.
I need an oil change and my tires rotated. It's popcorn, please.
Give me some popcorn with an oil change and Jiffy Lube. Isn't it Jiffy something?
Pop Secret is the second one.
Pop Secret?
Pop Secret, yes.
If it's a secret, how does everybody know about it?
Yeah, really. What kind of secret is that? Popped right up for me. No secret.
Isn't there a popcorn?
Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop.
Yeah, I was close.
Yeah, see? He was right.
I know he was, yeah, except for the lube part.
I wasn't right, but I was close.
Well,
Where do you think most popcorn is consumed at home or in theaters and stadiums?
Oh, home all day. Give me 10 dimes on home.
Theaters.
Jimmy would be correct. I'm sorry, Greek would be correct. I head faked you. 70% of popcorn is eaten at home.
Yeah, I mean,
That's rigged.
They say only about 30% is theaters, stadiums, and schools. This
Get
comes from
outta
the
here.
Popcorn Institute, Jimmy.
I don't believe it. I ain't buying it.
Well, everybody loves to have popcorn at home and they're watching TV, just hanging out after sex, whatever. Let's have some popcorn.
That's usually what I do after sex.
And then we'll end it with this.
Pop a big bag.
What are, according to a survey done by National Today, the top 10 popcorn flavors? We're just going to hit the top 5.
Okay.
You want to guess?
Butter. Of course.
Butter, number 1. 73%. So
Caramel?
Caramel, 3.
Oh, okay.
Something I've never had.
Strawberry?
Never had strawberry popcorn, have you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Some girl I know used to always make it.
Okay.
I don't know where she had the strawberries from, but it was different.
Interesting.
The green one. What the hell's the green one?
Green popcorn?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know the flavor.
I've never had green popcorn.
I'm thinking of stuff that I bought out.
Think of what comes in those tins for Christmas. You name 2 of them.
Caramel?
There's always butter, caramel, and they always have the 3 sections.
The white cheddar?
Cheddar, cheese.
Oh, cheddar, cheese.
Yes.
Okay.
Cheese is number 2.
Okay.
And
That makes sense.
then garlic salt at 4. And this one I've never had, chocolate.
Chocolate? Okay.
Yeah,
At
I've seen
5.
that. I've seen chocolate.
All right.
I've seen on Instagram where people show you how they make it. They throw like chocolate candy in the popcorn, then they pop it together, and then it's chocolate popcorn.
There's
look at that.
There's a big one in St. Augustine. There's a big place that sells popcorn on that main square where all the those little shops are and everything down there by the fort. And we went in there once. I bought a bag of popcorn. Thing had to be 3 foot big.
Oh, wow.
That was amazing.
Yeah, you go to the fair, South Florida Fair, you get that stuff. They have they have a bunch of places for popcorn, and then they have all those kettle corn places everywhere. But there you go. There's your popcorn fun facts for the day.
It is popcorn day, so maybe during the rest of the day you have some popcorn. Maybe tonight if you're out and about. Maybe go to Monroe's, have some popcorn.
I want to ask that girl how she made strawberry popcorn. I am intrigued.
I need a reason to call her, so...
Oh, yeah, do you? Say my co-host would like to know.
She hot?
Is that important?
I mean, if he dated her, come on.
Duh.
It's just my perception. That somebody else might see her and be like,
Yeah,
she's not my cup of tea.
That's possible. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got different tastes. That's what makes the world go round. And a merry-go-round with a little bit of lube.
Jiffy lube.
Now, Jimmy, I know you had something that in case the radio thing doesn't work out for me, that maybe I can get a job with a job.
Oh, you ready, Franny?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
you're about to see you guys Greek size light up.
I'm staring at you in a creepy way. Go ahead.
And I know you have this story too, so you can add to it. Netflix is looking for a new flight attendant to join its dream crew, and it's willing to pay over $250,000 for the right candidate. This could be you, Greek. The streaming giant is hiring a primary flight attendant for one of its super mid-sized private jets. I said private jet, Greek.
Nice.
Based out of San Jose, California. In addition to normal responsibilities such as performing pre-flight cabin inspections and conducting safety briefings, the new attendant will be responsible for maintaining the stockroom according to the job listing. Well, and that's super easy for Greek because he'll get paid to $380 and he'll hire some lackey for $50K to do all that work.
There you go.
And then you can just sit there and look pretty. The flight attendant will also be required to work flights on a Gulfstream G550 jet as needed.
Nice.
Oh, the tragedy of it all. The streamer says the candidate will be required to demonstrate a professional representation of Netflix aviation at all times while performing the duties of the position, and says applicants should embrace a Netflix culture to be able to operate with a little, just a little bit of direction and self-motivation. This has you all written all over you, Greek. There are 4 zeros in that salary that will self-motivate Greek.
Yes.
The role demands flexibility to work a varied work schedule, including domestic and international travel, often requiring weekends and holiday work. So, that's a downside of it, but you'll be okay with it.
Yeah, I would do it.
The studio behind Stranger Things, by the way, has 30 offices around the globe, including locations in Madrid, Seoul, Tokyo, Mexico City, and London, and coming soon, Boca.
Ooh, I'm in.
You sold or what?
I can do that.
It's a very interesting range, right? It's $60,000 to $385,000 is what they're saying.
That was the range for that type of a job, but this one apparently is up in that $380K range,
So
right?
it's
At least that's how I took it.
Okay.
Am I wrong? Did you read it a different way?
I mean, everything that I read says $60,000 to $385,000.
Right.
So, the overall market range, because that's what they're saying for this role, is typically
right.
So I wonder, maybe with experience, you get obviously probably a higher salary. If you're one that they just absolutely love you, but you have zero experience, you're probably going to get that $60K.
Can you imagine that, making $380,000 a year to be a flight attendant on a private jet, no less?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
I mean,
doesn't sound bad to me.
It does not at all.
It might get a little boring after a while, but
I don't think so. I mean, you're going to all these really cool places, and not just that. You get possibly you get to see some of these sets of these Netflix shows, meet some of their celebrities or actors. I think it'd be a pretty cool job.
Popcorn on a plane? Is there popcorn on a plane?
There's going to be all kinds of A-listers
Yeah.
you're going to be dealing with.
Yeah, maybe I can pitch my script.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then I can parlay
I'll
into
send you the
something else.
link so you can apply.
All right, that's good. Awesome. You guys are always thinking of me. I love it.
Of course, yeah. Especially when I'm eating some Jippy Lube.
And when you said they got a place right out of Boca, I was like, all right.
That's it. Well, I might have added that.
Oh, okay.
That might have been a little embellishment.
I wouldn't be
Not
surprised.
Quite sure yet.
I wouldn't be surprised with the Boca Airport, the planes that go in and out of there. It's amazing. It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday. Having a good time with you guys. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset and then into the 60s overnight and into Friday morning with a few passing clouds to start the day.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. 10 years entertaining South Florida. Adult entertainment at its best. Upscale dining, full liquor, full nude. The best girls in South Florida at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week until 5 a.m. And this Saturday night, January 21st, it's UFC 283 live. And throw in some football. It sounds like a perfect weekend at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $15 billion and won a lot. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. Lots of people hired us. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. In all honesty, it's a very hard thing to do. The good news is, Tobacco Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco Free Florida's phone quit service at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW, you'll connect to a quit coach who will help you assess your addiction. You may also qualify for free nicotine patches or gum. So call us at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW to double your chances of success. No judgments, just help.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarded.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
It's Jesse Kelly here. I can't afford to lose 30% of my 401k or IRA again, and I'm assuming you can't either. Call Oxford Gold. Securing your IRA or 401k with real gold and silver is a portfolio protection plan, and Oxford Gold has made it easy as 1, 2, 3. One app, one call, and you pick your precious metals. That's it. You now own precious metals. Call Oxford Gold today to learn more about the 1, 2, 3 protection plan. 833-404-GOLD. 833-404-GOLD.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. You're going to love this place. Great humidor, great ambiance, and a great patio. And it's a good place to watch the games as we get ready for that big game in Rihanna. Make sure you stop down to Strikes any day of the week. They're open, and Greek's Gridiron will be there again in January. It's 2023, baby. Light up with a great cigar and be a winner at Strike Cigar Lounge. Peace!
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. And now save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, only $19.99, plus special financing, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Debris in the road, 95 southbound. This is just on the north side of 10th Avenue North in the right lane. Heads up for that. But we don't have any accidents blocking any lanes along the interstate and the Turnpike is looking good. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Jackson Hewitt gets you your biggest tax refund guaranteed, plus a chance to double your refund or win weekly prizes with their Double Your Refund sweepstakes. File your taxes on the double. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Ends 4/2/23.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all.
iHeartRadio.
Access to all of your favorite radio stations.
It's Ryan Seacrest. I go by the name of Charlamagne the God.
Hi, I'm Ellen K.
Bobby Bones here. Hola, soy Enrique Santos.
Access to all of the best free curated playlists.
My favorite music. The best songs.
A little bit of everything.
Access to all of the great podcasts for every interest.
The Stuff You Should Know podcast.
The Daily Show podcast.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. And best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday afternoon. Hope you guys are having a good day. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkie coming at you in the Greek Zone, and then Lex and Terry. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hi, happy little Friday.
And I know Franny's got something about our childhood, which we all have fond memories.
I do, and I was actually surprised of these findings here, and I'm going to ask the two of you, and of course you out there, if you are one that brings this average where it's at. Maybe you bring it down, maybe you bring it up, but it looks like that a lot of adults are still holding on to some of their childhood toys. In fact, they found out that the average adult, this sounds like so many, keeps 20 toys from their childhood. 20.
I don't think I had 20 toys.
Now I know. Now I know my neighbor not probably. I know he ups that average. He has, and I don't know if they're from his childhood. He just loves collecting. So I bet you some are, and then some are new ones that he's purchased.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I really haven't seen, even going to my acquaintances, my friends, whatever, going to their houses.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, maybe they hide them in their bedroom, but I've been in bedrooms. I myself don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
I don't either. Jimmy, you have any?
Jimmy, do you have any?
No, the only thing that I've kept, and it was just because I think maybe one day they'll be worth money, is I had one of the original set of characters from the Star Wars movies when they came out. They were just the little action figures, and they came on a gray stand, and they had the names for each one, and that's the only one that I've kept.
Yeah.
And I think I still have some old Legos,
Okay.
which I know was on that list too. That's one that's very popular. Other than that, that's about all. I've gotten rid of a lot of the old Matchbox cars and things like that I kept.
I don't even think I held on to them even going into my 20s. I really just don't. I mean, there may have been like a stuffed, like a teddy bear or something I had on my bed for a while, but it's been years since I can recall holding on or having one of my childhood toys. Do I look back and kind of wish I had some? Yeah, absolutely. And I understand that, like what Jimmy said, a lot of people do because they believe there's value in them.
Jimmy, were you a fan of Star Wars from the very beginning?
Yeah. Back in 1977, I think is when it came out. But yeah, we went and saw it in the theaters, and sure, yeah, I loved sci-fi.
Oh, so that's what intrigued you?
Yeah.
So from the very beginning, you were on the train.
Yeah. And the thing about it, too, is, I mean, just amazing what Lucas was able to do back then. I mean, not having computers. I mean, you know, the visual effects that we see nowadays, it's all computer generated. Not that that's bad or anything, but, you know, but he didn't have that back then. And,
amazing.
You know, what he had to do in order to create those effects and everything. And you look at it now, and it looks very primitive, and I understand that, but still, it was absolutely amazing back then. And, you know, I was only, I think, 8 years old.
Well, and again, he was ahead of his time.
Oh, yeah.
Way
well, him, Spielberg, you know, the things that they used to do for some of those old war movies, the way that they would make it look like an explosion would happen, you know, and the things that, you know, they put a firecracker in the ground and record it in slow motion, just things that they had to do back then was just amazing.
But yeah, if you're part of this or have close to 20, maybe you have more, let us know, and let us know what you've held on to. 47142 is that text line. You just got to start it off with Real Radio. You can use that talkback feature on the absolutely free iHeartRadio app. Of course, email Jimmy at realradio921.com. But yeah, it looks like 65% of people kept them because they want to pass them down to their children or grandchildren. 57% say they kept them just because they're sentimental. And then 59% say they're probably better than anything you could buy today. So they just held on to them. But as Jimmy mentioned, Legos was on the list. Number one toys people have kept, Barbie dolls, tops the list, Legos, followed by Hot Wheels, G.I. Joes, Suzy Homemaker appliances, Fisher-Price telephones, Light Brights. Oh, I used to love my Light Bright. Slinkies, Rubik Cubes, and then Nerf balls are the top 10 on there for that list.
Man, you want to talk about a toy that could make all kinds of profits. That Light Bright, nothing more than a box where you put some pattern on the front with a piece of paper and a light bulb.
And you just put the bulbs in. That's it.
And the little plastic pieces that would end up getting everywhere and be choking hazards for kids. They would never allow to be sold today.
Yeah, I can see the Barbie and G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
People saving them. Matchbox, you said. I remember having a little case you used to put your cars in.
Yeah. Well, I had mentioned that. Now, when that's talking about Hot Wheels, are they talking about the little cars like that, or because to me
that's
Hot
what
Wheels,
I would assume were the little cars.
The Hot Wheels to me was that little trike thing that when you were little you used to ride around on.
See,
that was a Hot Wheels.
I thought it was the cars.
When I think Hot Wheels, I think the little cars.
Yeah,
right? But I
Right?
know what Jimmy's doing.
You know
Those
what?
little-
but I think I'm getting that mixed up because I think that was actually called a big wheel.
You're right.
Because the front had
Those are the big
large
wheels.
wheel that you pedaled.
Hot Wheels.
Not a Hot Wheel. Yeah.
I remember Hot Wheels. You would have a little case of like a tire.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you would have all the cars.
Yeah.
Well, they would have a track too, some of them.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying the holder cars, and you would bring them over your friends, maybe trade cars.
Then they had the little mini ones. And remember that guy that's the fastest talker in the world used to be the spokesperson for that. I don't know why that just popped into my head.
Yeah. It's amazing some of the stuff, like you said, you think back.
Oh, I remember him because my mom would say, because I'm a fast talker, my mom would call me. No. He was Micro Machines.
Yeah. Well, that's why I say the little
is that
mini
what
ones.
were those Hot Wheel
a
brand?
mini version of those,
Okay.
right? And then he also, I think he did one of the FedEx or one of those. I think he was a spokesperson for as well.
Yeah, so I remember he was Micro Machines, and then I think his daughter took over for a little bit, and
did she really?
She talked as fast as he did.
Oh,
too.
I didn't know that.
And your mom thought you spoke quick?
Oh yeah. Well, and when I was young too, I mean, she was just learning English. She speaks English fantastically now, but Spanish is her first language, and so her English was a little broken, and so she would be like slow down, Micro Machine Man.
Micro Machine Man. Slow down, Franny. You're going too fast.
I know.
If you got a favorite toy that you kept over the years, let us know. I don't have anything. The only thing I have is a Reggie Jackson ball that was signed. My dad took me one night when I was a kid, very young, to meet him.
Well, that's sort of similar.
It's not a toy.
I mean, it was something from your childhood.
Yeah,
you held on to.
Yeah, I still have that. I was trying to get him to sign one when he was down at Seminole. I don't know, about 3 or 4 years ago, but I couldn't get it. But I wanted him to sign the other side. I thought it'd be cool.
Right.
Like one from 70s when he was with the Yanks, and then maybe 2020 or something like that, but couldn't hook up. It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday afternoon. We're going to come back with a trifecta and a lot more coming at you. Peace.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need. Really? Don't ask how. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's a Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
This is Mike Golick Jr. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
The Panthers close their 3-game road trip tonight. They're in Montreal. Florida tries to head home with a win after losing to Toronto in OT Tuesday. Over to college hoops action tonight. FAU visits UTSA with sights on a 17th straight win, while FIU goes to UTEP looking to stop a 3-game skid. And Americans continue to bust the Australian Open bracket. Jensen Brooksby upset second-seeded Casper Ruud in the second round today. I'm Scott Davidson.
Hey everyone, it's Mike Golick Jr. introducing my new podcast, Gojo, tackling sports, pop culture, and whatever else you can think of. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Gojo, the podcast with DraftKings, releasing daily, Monday through Friday, wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset. and then into the 60s overnight and into Friday morning with a few passing clouds to start the day.
This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. We'll always be here for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you are 65 or older, you know this. Watching your hard-earned dollars fly out the window on healthcare costs is so frustrating, but here's some great news. If you missed the December 7th deadline for open enrollment, it's not too late. Here's something that can really help. It's MediShare 65 Plus. MediShare is a community of Christians who share each other's healthcare bills. It's people who encourage and pray for each other too. MediShare 65 Plus is a low-cost option for those with Medicare Parts A and B, and it fills in the gaps where Medicare stops. It's a great way to fight inflation, too. You can lock in one low monthly price for up to 10 years. Plus, it's easy. You can use any Medicare-approved doctor or get 24/7 telehealth access from the comfort of your home. So worth looking into. MediShare 65 Plus is open for enrollment, and if you join right now, before January 31st, your second month will be free. So don't miss this chance. Call 844-SHARE-65. That's 844-SHARE-65. 844-SHARE-65.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-583-9917. 800-583-9917. Don't wait. Call now. 800-583-9917. 800-583-9917.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
We have debris in Riviera Beach. This is 95 southbound, the entrance ramp to 95 from Blue Heron Boulevard. Debris blocking a center lane on that entrance ramp. Further south, some debris in the right lane, 95 southbound, just north of 10th Avenue North. And we have a crash on the Turnpike northbound, just south of Boynton Beach Boulevard, but it is off to the shoulder. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install, and shipping is free.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Thank you for always listening to Real Radio. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for being with us. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And it is time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Miami Heat were on Bourbon Street last night. Well, not on the street, but in the area as they took on the Pelicans, beat them 124-98. And the Heat are starting to play well. Bam had a big night with 26 points, and they are 25-21. And if the playoffs started today, the Miami Heat would be in it. It is the division round of the playoffs this weekend. Only 8 teams left out of the 32 trying to get to that Arizona on February 12th for the big trophy and Rihanna. So there's a lot more at stake this year for the Super Bowl. There's Rihanna, too. Jaguars and Giants are 25-1 in Vegas. Those are the 2 longest shots out of the 8 teams. Jaguars kick it off 4:30 on Saturday, and they take on the Chiefs. And the Giants kick it off right after that Saturday night against the Eagles for a little brotherly love. They're pretty close to each other, about 45 minutes down the turnpike or up the turnpike, depending on where you are. Giants and Eagles, third time they will meet up this year. And the rumor mill has LeBron getting traded from the Lakers, where they've said this for a while, but now they're talking about him possibly coming back to the Miami Heat. Again, just a rumor. I don't know if that'll happen or not. I think LeBron likes being out in L.A. because of all the Hollywood connections and all his other businesses. But he said if he comes out here, they say if he comes out here, get up the Heat right away, contend to win a championship. I do agree with that, even at his age at 38 years old. I don't think of any problem helping the Heat get to another long run in the NBA playoffs. And that is your trifecta for lunchtime on the Penthouse. Peace.
You were talking about Rihanna there, and we mentioned earlier in the show that Stephen A. Smith got in a little hot water. Mm-hmm. I think this is the comment that really got him in hot water about the Rihanna.
This man is a disgrace.
It was that. I think that was what did it.
He called her a man? Yeah. I get why people are upset.
I mean, that's, now I understand why. It wasn't anything to do with Beyonce.
Wow. He's a big Beyonce fan. He said he had to be loyal.
I did not realize that.
Yeah. He was in a little hot water there, Stephen A. Smith.
So I got a couple text messages I want to get through.
Personally, I'm a booty leg and hitman to the core. You don't have that. It's insulting that you've even approached me.
A booty-legged hip man? Is that what he said?
How about that? Huh?
Interesting.
Booty-legged hip.
Booty-legged hip man. So 47142, that's a text line. That's where you text us. We got a few here. They said, I see where Greek came up with the Jiffy Lube because we were talking about popcorn. They're like, because, popcorn's buttered. You got to lube. That's how you lube up the popcorn with butter.
Of course.
Right?
Is smart.
He knows.
Great
He knows what
brains.
he's
Think
talking
along.
about.
It's parallel.
And then somebody was probably yelling at their radio going, it's silicone. And it says, Liz says hello. Hi, Liz. We also have on here with the popcorn, and I've done this, and it is delicious. Next time, put Parmesan cheese on your popcorn with butter and salt. OMG, it's so good. Also says here in the same one, I want to date Greek. Love from Simone. Do I see a little love match? G-Man and Simone. It's a cute name. I think
Simone's
All right, Simone. Send us your bio.
Yeah, send us your bio.
Jimmy at realradio921.com.
Just send a picture. That's all we
That's
need.
your bio.
Maybe a W-2 form.
That's your bio for Greek.
But basically just a picture.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
I love it. So,
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
look at me.
listen, it's Simone. Simone's got good taste in popcorn, and obviously she likes her men good taste. She's like, I want to date Greek. All right. And then the little cars, they said we call them matchboxes, matchbox cars. I have heard that.
Yeah.
Somebody also said about popcorn, they said with the, Harry and David, the brand, they do like the pears and the different like snacks. They're nice.
I never
seen a Harry and David?
No. Have you?
Yes, I just said they. Oh, you're pointing at Jimmy. No, Harry and David.
No.
A lot of people they do like gift sets, like food kind of gifts, baskets, and all kinds of stuff.
And that's what they're
They're
called?
known for like their Bartlett pears and stuff, but they
Okay.
do popcorn and sweets and snacks. Yeah, it's called Harry and David.
All right.
Okay.
But they said that their popcorn. They have a caramel, milk chocolate, and dark chocolate flavors. They said it's delicious. And then somebody said, I used to have an amazing toy collection because we read that a lot of people have 20 toys from their childhood. Yeah, still to this day. They said, I used to have an amazing toy collection. Then I took Greek's advice. I bet on an NFL game. I had to get rid of the toys. No room on my van. Down by the river.
Stop
you, Greek.
bitching.
How about that, huh?
About one preseason game.
There
My
you go.
God. Let it go. Let it go. Get into some therapy.
You can always participate on that text line 47142. You just have to start it off with Real Radio.
Stay off the weed.
Speaking of weed, New York City said there's 114 places, shops that are selling marijuana or some form of marijuana illegally. And what amazes me about this article, if there's 114, why don't you go close them down? And they said they have to get to them, but there's 114. There's only one place so far that has the license to sell marijuana in Manhattan, but they said there's about 114. It was a New York Post article, places that are illegally selling marijuana and other items. So the cops said they had a lot of work ahead of them.
Yeah, speaking of weed, weed makes you get munchies, and sometimes you may want to munch on a cookie every now and then. And I saw this yesterday. So I have a couple stories. So I saw this, Jimmy, because I get notifications from Uber Eats.
Oh, okay.
And so
Sure.
it was like giving me notifications that like, hey, you can spend $15, save $3 on a certain thing. And it was popping up and it was saying Mariah Carey's cookies, Palm Beach. And I was like,
I can have Mariah Carey's cookie?
So I was curious. I'm like, all right, you got me, notification. I clicked on it. And sure as hell, there's a Mariah Carey's cookie. So then I had to Google it, of course, right?
She has her own cookie?
So I went and I Googled, and I was like,
That's what
maybe
I heard.
I was like, maybe somebody has, Mariah Carey could be somebody else's name.
Yeah.
And no, it's hers. So she's got a cookie company, Mariah Carey, legendary musical icon. Her and Virtual Dining Concepts have partnered to create a line of cookies with flavors that range from holiday treats to classic favorites. They're available in boxes of 6 or 12. And they look really delicious. Who knew? This is new to me that Mariah Carey
makes cookies and sings.
It's Mariah Carey's,
about that?
Mariah Carey's Cookies.com.
And she still has time for Nick Cannon.
Right?
It's
Oh, does she? I don't know.
she doesn't. Not
No,
anymore,
they're
no.
divorced for a long time.
Yeah, actually, she's
He's
trying to
busy.
get custody from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kids,
yeah.
too.
He's very busy.
'Cause
He's got
a
lots of kids.
Terrible father.
Is he to have that many kids? I mean, I know. Listen. That's a
she-
stupid statement because you can have a lot of kids and still be a bad dad.
Yeah.
But he seems like he wants to have all these kids
Yeah.
because he wants to be a good dad.
But because of the fact that he's having with all the different baby mamas,
Yes.
he doesn't have time to be able to go spend
With her.
quality time with each of the children.
That
And
is-
that was the complaint that she had.
I
don't know
it's
if
a
it's
lot.
valid or not. Maybe it's just completely made up. That was the story that I read on it. Now, I don't know. He seems like a dad that wants to be involved with his kids. At least that's the way he portrays it. But of course, he's going to portray it that way. But, he's busy. He's got
Spread
a
so
career.
thin, yeah.
He's got so much to do. I don't know how much time he does get to spend with his children. And
He's got 11 kids now, right?
I don't know. But apparently she was the one that was filing for full custody, sole custody of the children.
I think he's got 11 and 9 are under 5. Like age 5.
Yeah, I think it might be a little less than that. Unfortunately, I believe 1 or 2 of them passed away.
Oh, really?
One did. Yeah. And
Is it
unfortunately,
one?
but as a baby, as an infant, had cancer.
Oh, terrible.
Really, really sad. So the one that happened to with that woman, they just recently had another baby.
Well, okay,
So
okay.
they just had another one. But so then with the study
Sorry,
finds.
I totally derailed this on you, Franny.
I
I'm
mean, we were
sorry.
talking about Mariah.
Let's go back to Mariah's cookies.
Cookies. We're talking about cookies.
Actually, they look delicious.
I know. So they have store-bought cookies. They made a list of the top 5 store-bought cookies. So I think that there's some missing off this list. Now at number 5, Biscoff. Biscoff cookies are delicious. Actually, 2 of the cookies on here, the Love Doctors would sell off the shelves.
Yeah. Biscoff was one of them.
Biscoff was one of them. Oreos at number 1 was another one. Anytime there was a new flavor of Oreos, right? Like you would go.
Oh, that's right. They came out with the different flavored ones.
Yeah, every time there was a new flavor and the Love Docs talked about it, you could not find them on the shelves at Publix. They would be gone. So they're at number 1, all right? So 5 is Biscoff. Pepperidge Farms, the Milano cookies.
Oh,
I like those.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They're expensive.
Very popular.
They are good, yeah. Then Loft House Frosted Sugar Cookies at 3.
Not familiar with that.
I don't know if I've had them.
That brand I'm not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm familiar with sugar cookies.
And then the Tate's Bake Shop Chocolate Chip.
Yeah, that I don't. When I read the article, I hadn't heard of that
So
either.
I think if I'm envisioning the bag, it's like a white bag. It looks like a sack, like a white bag, and it's got green trim. If I'm picturing the right thing, they're obviously not as mainstream as like a Chips Ahoy or something like that. But they didn't make the list. And then, as I mentioned, number 1, which they called the GOAT of all chips, the
Oreo?
greatest of all time, is Oreos.
I can't believe Chips Ahoy didn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another very, very popular one.
Chips Ahoy!
But these are recommended by cookie lovers, is what they say. You
Yeah.
should ask Greek. He's a cookie lover.
I am a cookie lover. And do you have to be a cookie lover to love cookies, or can you just eat cookies when you're making love? Big question. You want to debate something? You might have to get out there.
I don't want to debate that.
How about this? Going back to Mariah's cookies.
Yes.
We're back.
He's like, I gotta.
No,
let's
I
stay
gotta
on
go to
this.
Mariah.
Look at this flavor, the white chocolate cranberry.
Okay.
That sounds absolutely delightful.
We got it. Listen, my Uber Eats has a discount here. I will order you some cookies.
Oh, you're
Mariah
so
Carey's.
nice.
Spiced oatmeal raisin, triple chocolate chunk.
I like oatmeal. And lemons in my water. How much are our cookies, does it say? Like a bag?
Let's see.
So here on Uber
Nothing
Eats.
quick there. All right.
Oh, do they give you the price?
I'll see if I can find out.
So for a build your own box 6-pack, it's still expensive, $12. So we're talking $2 a cookie. Build your own box 12-pack, $21.99.
If I got to build my own box, why am I paying them?
Well, no, because you get to pick what cookies you want. Like build your own box, you can have like 2 of one of each.
That's still a lot of work for me.
They're not going to make you go there and pack your own cookies.
I was going to say, I got to pack my own cookies. I'm paying $20.
You got to go to Mariah Carey's Cookies Factory or Bakery.
Where's that located?
I don't know.
I'll go to Monroe's
But
and
see,
spend
it
the
says
20.
Palm Beach, like on the Uber Eats thing.
Oh, maybe right on the...
because it says order now. You can't get them online.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Maybe they're on
that
Worth
sucks.
Huh?
Maybe they're on Worth Ave. She owes us a little piece of the pie because nobody even knew she had cookies.
I know, like I said, until I got a notification.
We get it delivered?
It says Palm Beach Gardens.
Oh. Probably get it delivered to your house.
There you go.
Wow, how about that?
Right?
Or pick it up on your way home.
3101 PGA Boulevard. You should advertise because Jimmy loves your cookies.
And I haven't even tried one yet.
He hasn't even had one.
I'm going to have to get some. Though.
He loves it. I would try one. I mean, again, finding a good cookie is hard to find. 877-927-6969. If you ever had Mariah Carey's cookies, let us know.
Apparently in Florida, they're in Celebration, Davie, Daytona Beach, Deltona, Fort Lauderdale, Haines City, Maitland, Naples, Orlando, Palm Beach Gardens, as Franny just mentioned, Sarasota, St. Petersburg, and Tampa.
Well, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's a whole ton. That's every state that they're in. Georgia, they are in Alpharetta. Mm-hmm. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Yep.
That's it. That's it for Georgia?
Interesting.
Huh.
Alpharetta. I actually just stayed in Alpharetta for one night at the Avalon. It was really nice.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder if it was in that shopping center.
They're in New Jersey, Cherry Hill, Freehold, Jersey City, Marlton, Mount Laurel, and Tinton Falls.
Ooh, Cherry Hill's very nice.
New York, they're in the Bronx, Colony, Great Neck, Mount Kisco.
Kisco!
New York, Syosset, and the Bronx. Oh, wait. Here's one. All right, I didn't know this because I'm not a New Yorker. There's a difference between Bronx and the Bronx.
Did you know that, G?
According to this, or are?
I think they both suck.
Huh. Oh, wow.
Jesus.
There you
Sorry
go.
if you're listening from the Bronx. Those
There
are
goes
G's
our
words, not
Yankees
ours.
fans.
Yeah.
They're out.
You're listening on that free iHeartRadio app.
That's where the Yankees play. It's a
Greeks-
tough area.
Those are Greeks words.
I mean, the dogs carry knives. I mean, it's tough in the Bronx. You bark your
Isn't
dog.
Jenny from the
Stop
Bronx? J-Lo?
Jenny.
She's just Jenny from the Bronx.
She was in the very beginning.
And then we didn't talk about this, Jimmy, but another place, because we had mentioned like White Castle's coming, they're having robots taking over the world. But they're also
I'm okay with that.
But they're also doing a Valentine's Day experience.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
So the
Should
return.
I take my lovely wife
Yes,
there
drive
and have
up
a
to
nice
Orlando. You can make a reservation. So I guess this isn't the first time because they're saying they have announced this. But why have I don't believe we've ever talked about this before.
No, I don't remember this.
They said that it's coming back. The event was canceled 2021 and 2022.
Oh, that's why. COVID?
But because of that, the past couple years, but they're saying it's returning. So they're inviting guests for a dinner that includes hostess seating, tableside service, and Valentine's decor. They're saying most of these restaurants are going to take part in the tradition, which started in 1991.
Oh, wow.
Where the heck have we been?
Well, White Castle's not down here.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah, but
Well,
it was
is now,
where you
yeah.
grew up, though. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we've been down here since early 90s. I mean, late 90s, excuse me.
So
early 2000s.
February 14th, Valentine's Day, is when it's at. So it's not before or after, because I know some people like to celebrate Valentine's Day because they don't want to deal with all the hustle and bustle of the actual day.
Yeah.
But it has to be on February 14th. And Open Table, which is one of those apps or websites where you can actually reserve tables, they're taking reservations right there. So if that's your jam.
Remember, Super Bowl's the 12th, and they were talking about that this year because that's a night that a lot of restaurants are going to feel like they're going to lose out on business because everybody's going to be watching the Super Bowl.
That's Valentine's weekend, yeah.
True.
What would be considered closest to it, right?
Yeah, because Monday and Tuesday is obviously 13th, 14th, but
Sure.
they did, a lot of guys I talked in the restaurant business feel like they're going to get a little shafted.
They might pick it up Friday, Saturday. Before.
Maybe, but I mean, the last 3 days, I mean, Sunday night, you would think it would be packed because a lot of places Sunday night said, okay night, not great. Because it is the night of the Super Bowl, I don't think people are going to be heading out and to celebrate that. Maybe to watch the game.
So I'm on Open Table right now, and I'm not that shocked that almost every single reservation time is still available.
For what?
For White Castle on Valentine's Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It probably hasn't hit yet mainstream.
Oh, okay. But now that I just said it, everybody's going to be
That's
booking it.
We just blew it up for them. Send us a check, bitches. Or a sack of sliders.
There you go.
We got a sack of sliders. We got a sack a couple years ago, right? Did we get it? We got it from our buddy Evan.
Evan from Meat Lovers Club, right?
Yeah, and they weren't bad.
Yeah, he had them when they were first opening. It was actually before the new White Castle opened in Orlando.
Yeah.
He had a deal with them when he drove up there and got, I don't know, pallets of it.
Yeah,
and,
he did.
He was giving them out, right? Wasn't he giving them out to charity and stuff?
Yeah, he gave some out. I think a lot
And he
of them.
sold some.
Yeah, he
and,
sold
and
some.
the money he was raising was for charity.
Yeah.
And then
He
and
gave
then
us some.
I think you went down and picked them up.
Yeah, I went down to pick him up at the, I'm trying to think, the Smoke Inn in Boynton Beach.
Is that where it was? Okay.
Yep. He was down there doing an event, but I remember when we had him. And
But that was before they even opened.
Yeah.
In Orlando. It was right before. It was a part of the celebration of them. He actually, if I remember right now, he hired them to stay overnight to make all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did.
He paid for that
He
out
did.
of his pocket, and then of course he, was doing that to for charity
For the
as well,
benefit,
yeah.
yes.
Usually with around some sort of a police foundation.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, he does a lot with law enforcement charities.
Yeah, he does a lot of different charities that he touches. But yeah, I do remember going down there and get him because when we first heard about it, I haven't heard about White Castle for
Yeah,
years.
because that was the first time I had had one in so long.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately, they weren't fresh, but still, not bad. It was better than the frozen ones you can buy in a store.
Yeah, and
that's the thing. I mean, they're just not good.
Yeah, I haven't heard the name White Castle in at least 15 years being down here. But yeah, now they're up in Orlando, and then before you know it, they'll be down here.
Hey, you got me wanting to go up to Orlando.
It's only a 2-hour drive. Not that bad. Not that bad. We do have somebody else, Bug, thank you for participating, that said that the Bug text at 47142 said, I'm 34 years old and I still have my OG Tamagotchis. And I literally have them on and working perfectly right now. But that is literally just the tip of my toys iceberg. And it says Love Bug. And then somebody said that 3101 for that Mariah Carey one, that address I just put out.
Palm Beach Gardens?
They believe it's the mall. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That means it's in the mall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not far at all. 5 minutes.
The outlets, you mean? Or
No.
The mall.
The
Palm Beach Gardens Mall.
The Gardens Mall.
Okay.
Yeah, just walk in, check one of the directories. Hey, where's Mariah Carey? Madonna's
Is she
gonna,
here? Is Mariah here?
Is Mariah
She's
here?
actually in the back baking cookies.
Yeah, I was hoping to get her cookie.
Wow, she might come out of the back for that.
Hello.
She might be like, hello, I'm here. Madonna is coming to Florida early September. Tampa first, I believe, and then Miami. Not playing Hard Rock, staying and playing where the Miami Heat play. I believe that's...
Oh, okay. So it's going to be Miami-Dade Arena. I believe that is now called. That the FTX is gone now. So she's going to play there, huh?
I believe it's September 9th.
Okay.
And the 7th, she's in Tampa.
Surprised she's not going to play Hard Rock, the casino.
Yeah, probably a money thing.
Guitar, you know.
Yeah, maybe they didn't.
That's where, I mean, a lot of those big acts, you know, they come down here now.
Sure.
They seem to be flocking to them.
Yeah, and you
which
are
is
correct.
great. You know, it's a great venue.
It is the 7th in Tampa and the 9th in Miami.
There you go.
Yeah, well,
cool.
the only thing with Hard Rock, it only holds 7,000.
Well, yeah, true, but
so
still,
maybe that's
you know.
why that she didn't want to play there because she wants to maybe take. This is supposed to be her last tour celebration.
And I think these tickets just go straight. Obviously, you can eventually probably secondary market, but I think they're just for sale on her website.
I'm not sure. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. She announced it yesterday. We said on Instagram, and then the tour dates came out.
It's a very weird video. It had like Jack Black in it, Amy Schumer.
They were playing Truth or Dare.
Yeah,
I saw it. It was actually pretty disgusting.
Yeah, that was what I was saying.
It was foul.
Yeah, there was some things. that
Amy Schumer.
That
How
you
do
can't
you
show children?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to stop there.
Yeah, but that was her announcement video. Like that's what she put out there.
Amy Schumer, though, she's always pretty risque at a lot of things that she says.
Well, it's what I would expect, but purely adult content.
Yes.
That you saw that for. But and Madonna looked like, I mean, she must have had 80 pounds of makeup on because or she just had Botox done.
Probably.
Because, I mean, there wasn't a wrinkle to be found.
Just held real tight, huh?
Yeah.
She's ready to go. She's a material girl.
Well, you know what? Maybe if you win $1,000, you can use that money to go see Madonna. That's one possible way. We are calling it our red zone revenue. So maybe you want to go watch a football game somewhere or maybe a basketball game. Go down, take in the Heat game. Marlins are coming up. But yes, another $1,000 is coming up in the 1 p.m. hour. Just sit tight. On the other side of this very short break, you're going to get another keyword. Go to realradio921.com on the break. A little window will pop right up for you. You'll have it ready. So when you get the keyword, you just enter it in and boom, that's it. You're in the running for $1,000 of red zone revenue for the 1 p.m. hour. And by the way, just have your phone handy because you might be getting a phone call. Maybe it's a 513 area code or maybe it says unknown caller. And if you get that, pick it up. That could be us letting you know that you just won $1,000. Now, coming up also on the other side of this short break is some more What the Florida stories. Got something you want to tease us with, Franny?
Yeah, it's not a week in Florida without a story with involving a machete. Meth. And then...
Oh, no. All right, machete.
I'm sure I can find some meth. I'll dig deep. I'm sure I can somewhere.
As long as no one gets hurt.
Exactly. And then we have a Florida woman who doesn't live down by the river. She lives down in a drain pipe again. I'll fill you in on what I'm talking about in What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
Stop it.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset and then into the 60s overnight and into Friday morning with a few passing clouds to start the day.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising. Get started today. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, where all great meals begin. If you're looking to delight your friends and family with delicious foods, then Joseph is the place. Fresh meats, produce, prepared food, catering, bakery, pizza, seafood, it's all under one roof. And 4 great locations: Boca Raton, Delray Beach, West Palm Beach, and Palm Beach Gardens. I don't start any day without going to Joseph Classic Market, where all great meals begin.
I never write reviews, but Navage is so amazing, I had to leave one. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how Navage works. That's a review from Carrie, and it's one of over 100,000 online testimonials praising Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I've talked about flushing out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. How Navage's powered suction can help you breathe better, and how your nose is the body's air filter, and Navage will clean it out. But don't take my word for it. What do people like Chad say, who wrote, Navage has helped clear out my nasal passages every single night. My wife says my snoring has gone way down. Snorefest be gone, unquote. Navage is the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million customers to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. And now save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition smart bed Queen, only $19.99, plus special financing, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Broken down car causing a delay on the Turnpike. Your left lane is blocked at Turnpike North. Right after Lake Worth Road, we are stop and go from Boynton Beach Boulevard. Lakeview Avenue closed downtown west from Flagler Drive to Chase Street. Use Quadro Boulevard instead. And make sure that you slow down for pedestrians on your ride today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Jackson Hewitt gets you your biggest tax refund guaranteed, plus a chance to double your refund or win weekly prizes with their Double Your Refund sweepstakes. File your taxes on the double. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Ends 4/2/23.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000. Radio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Hey, Greek. I just want to let you know that I have tried to go talk to somebody about this problem. You know, get a little bit of therapy and all, but it's kind of difficult when I can only afford to live in a van down by the river! Oh! The van's on the tracks!
Don't forget, Wickles Pickles owes a lot of their fortune to the Palm Beach area radio listeners.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I want to understand that guy. Why did he go so big on a preseason game? I mean, I said I liked him. It was a preseason game. It was August. You had a lot of chances to make your money up if you listened all year long. And that's what we want to always thank you guys for listening to Real Radio 92.1 and The Penthouse 10-2. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good afternoon to our queen. Good afternoon. Is it hard to be the queen?
Are you asking yourself?
We know the queen is around here.
All right. I know better.
You both came out with that. It is good to be the queen. Back over to you for some Florida stories.
Sure.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida. I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, this woman was not very happy with her husband, and I'll tell you why. Well,
but why?
Well, this is all alleged, right? Like, I don't know if he cheated on her or not, but I'm trying to fill in the blanks, connect the dots with this story.
Sounds like he's mad. Sounds like she's mad no matter what.
Yeah, because there's infidelity is involved, at least an argument over infidelity. And so, yes, Sarita Wilson went to the place where her husband works, which is a Cold Stone Creamery. He's a manager there. And she went over and she was like, listen, I need money for rent. And he was like, all right, here's my debit card. So she snatched it from him. And then she started yelling at him. So clearly she wasn't there just for the rent. They said an argument started between the two of them, and they've only been married 9 months. They're newlyweds.
Oh, well, young love.
But witnesses said it started over infidelity. Dun, dun, dun.
Big word.
Huge.
Painting outside the lines.
Yes. So according to the arrest reports, the victim entered the store in an attempt to avoid the fight, because this all happened out in the front of the store, to avoid the fight. And then went out the back exit to go hit his vape. He was going to smoke a vape. He just needed distress.
Yeah, well, I
from
can
that
get
argument that just happened with his wife.
He got hit with a rock, a
Yes.
brick, whatever, cement.
Well, it looks like Sarita confronted him and began to punch him in the face. And then, as G-Man let you know, spoiler alert, She picked up a cement rock and hit him across the face with it.
5-1, it was somebody at work.
That he's banging?
I'm going to guess. He's an ice cream store guy. It makes sense.
Get it?
Yeah, clearly. Yes.
Panty?
2 scoops.
2 scoops. I was going there. You didn't let me get it out. I had 2 scoops.
Everybody loves somebody who can give you ice cream.
You want Jimmy's on that?
That's right. How about a little whipped cream?
Yep. So, yeah, it caused a cut. He was bleeding, swelling directly behind his left ear. Police said that she also continued to punch him and struggle with him. She tried to grab his cell phone from him because she was like, let me see that phone.
Poor guy's got nothing left.
Oh, but she wanted to read messages. She wanted to see who was calling because they were struggling for his phone, too.
Backup
She's like,
phone.
give me that cell phone.
You got to have a throwaway phone, guys, if you're going to cheat.
Come on.
Don't be cheap.
Or ladies.
Or ladies, that's right. Thank you, Jimmy, for addressing
Not
that.
just the guys.
Says they always get a pass in this society. Pretty girls are born on third base. Go ahead.
So she eventually got the phone, walked away. Cops were called. Cops did find her and found the victim. She did still have his cell phone in her pocket. And she claimed she was defending herself from her husband, who was armed with the rock. But
And he's bleeding all over the
everything
place.
else said differently. Yes, exactly.
I hope she was right that he did cheat. First of all, you shouldn't put your hands on anybody, but could you imagine if it was a mistake? And she beat the poor guy up for nothing?
For nothing.
True.
True is right.
Shouldn't hit anybody anyway.
I mean, come on. The poor guy's just trying to make some hot fudge sundae. She comes in bitching and moaning.
And then this happened to a
Do
woman.
they carry Mariah's cookies there?
I don't know.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, well, that'd be good. That would be good mixed into some ice cream. That'd be delicious.
I'm stopping at PGA on my way home today.
Yeah, I definitely will stop if you want over. Maybe Saturday or Sunday. I might have to go up there. I'll look for you.
Wait, you're going to be at Gulfstream.
I said Saturday or Sunday.
I know what you said, but that's a far drive for you to go from Gulfstream all the way up to PGA.
Not on Sunday, Sweetums.
Okay, Sweetums. And then Paddock Mall. This is in Florida. There's a woman who was just minding her own business, doing some shopping. She walks outside of the mall in the food court area outside of there, and she said that this dude just jumped out of the bushes with a machete.
Can't imagine this.
And now they have identified him as Billy Ray Abney. It looks like he...
Great name.
Right?
Billy Ray! He can get his own machete line.
Billy Ray Abney, yep. So he hops out. He even yells at her, I'm going to chop your head off with this machete. So, of course, she's scared to death. She just starts running. She's like, screw going to my car. I'm just hauling ass. So she does, and she's running on a main busy road, crossing it. She even said that she got struck by a vehicle, not struck, nearly struck by a vehicle while crossing the roadway as she attempted to get away from this guy. She said there was a Walmart parking lot that she reached, and she stated that he continued northbound on a bicycle towards a McDonald's with the machete still in his hand. She's like, I don't know who this guy is. I've never met him before. He does not look familiar to me. Well, they were able to locate him behind the McDonald's, and the machete was still hanging out underneath his bike. She did positively identify him, and he has been arrested. And then finally here, she's at it again, the woman in the storm drains. Now, she did it a couple times in a matter of 2 months, and we were like, what is going on here? So it's been some time. She's given us some time. She gave us a break. But it looks like Lindsay Kennedy is back in Delray Beach. So let me see the dates I have here. It looks like in March of 2021, she was rescued from a storm drain in Delray. Then in May of 2021, we believe, if we look back, she was brought over there to a mental health or rehab facility. And this was in Texas. Well, she ended up being in a storm drain in Texas that she had to be rescued from. I believe both of those she was naked. Nothing here says she was naked again. But yes, once again, it looks like yesterday, fire rescue was called because somebody heard a woman and saw that she was in distress. And she was in a canal area. So when the cops did come, they said that she was like, you ain't taking me. And she crawled into the storm drain. So when they kept on calling for her.
She's got to be familiar with this storm drain.
They were ignoring her. So she climbs right in, and they kept on calling for her, and she just crawled in further. So as I mentioned, fire rescue came, and they had to contain her between two sections of pipes. The fire rescue special operation team members used a ladder and rescue harness to get her out. They said she was pulled out, appeared to only have some minor injuries, and she was taken by paramedics to a nearby hospital for further evaluation. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 105 and 1105. You guys give us the stories. We can give them back to you, and you can make sense of all this. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday, and we'll be back. Peace.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset and then into the 60s overnight and into Friday morning with a few passing clouds to start the day.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Walgreens wants to make it easy to refill your Medicare prescriptions. That's why they offer 90-day refills, refill by scan using your phone, even save a trip refills so you can pick up all your prescriptions with ease. So fill your way at Walgreens. Exclusions may apply.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, where all great meals begin. If you're looking to delight your friends and family with delicious foods, then Joseph is the place. Fresh meats, produce, prepared food, catering, bakery, pizza, seafood, it's all under one roof. And 4 great locations: Boca Raton, Delray Beach, West Palm Beach, and Palm Beach Gardens. I don't start any day without going to Joseph Classic Market, where all great meals begin.
Mr. and Mrs. Flavor, thank you for joining us.
Great to be here. I'm Barry. I'm the flavor of berry.
I'm Janet. I'm bitter.
You wanted to talk about your son. He's the flavor menthol?
Yes, he's the menthol in a menthol cigarette.
He's such a disappointment. Out there getting people addicted. Being used by big tobacco to target black people. He could have been a lozenge.
Menthol cigarettes are just as addictive as regular cigarettes and harder to quit. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Don't be impressed when you hear someone settle their case for what may seem like lots of money. $500,000 seems like lots of money until you learn they lost both legs, had a brain injury, or were paralyzed and can never work again. All law firms are not the same. To see what your case may be worth, go to forthepeople.com and look at our verdicts and settlements for cases just like yours. Look before you leave. Hire the right lawyer. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
If you wake up every morning just feeling drab or not the best version of yourself, you should ask yourself why. Maybe you're just complacent or just stuck in a rut. Well, let's get you out of that rut, and my friends at Begin Anew Med Spa can help you with that. Hey, this is Franny, and that is exactly how I was feeling almost a year ago until I went to Begin Anew. I was exercising and eating well, but something still wasn't right. Exhausted midday, not sleeping well, and had some gut issues. But after I went to Begin Anew and did some extensive lab work for their optimal wellness program, They got me on peptides and supplements, not medications, that truly turned my life around. If you can relate to this, then go and check out Begin Anew. And right now, their Optimal Wellness program is only $0. Yes, free with qualifying insurance. And maybe after your lab work, Begin Anew may recommend testosterone therapy. Well, now is the time to do it because this month, it is only $49 a week. See what I'm talking about in all of their January specials at beginanewmed.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach Expressway is moving along nicely for our Thursday drive. 95 in the Turnpike, accident-free. Downtown West Palm, Lakeview Avenue closed west from Flagler Drive to Chase Street due to utility work. Your detour, Flagler to Fern or Quadrille instead. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save big store-wide at the Truckload event at Lowe's, happening now. For a limited time, get up to 50% off select tools and accessories. Shop the event in-store or online today. Valid 12/29 through 1/25 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
Follow the Bible in a Year with Jack Graham podcast today. Begin your New Year's resolution with the Bible and see why millions have already started Bible in a Year with Jack Graham.
This podcast was created to help you solidify your faith as you experience the story of the Bible through live action.
Or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday afternoon. Thank you for always listening to Real Radio. After us, it's the News Junkie, the Greek Zone, and then Lex and Terry wake up tomorrow morning with pancakes and Rover. And don't forget, we will be at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca, doing our show live. A little bit of some NFL and a lot of different things. Stop by and see us. Have a cigar. If you don't smoke, just have a glass of wine or maybe a cappuccino or, I don't know, maybe some Tito's. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
Here is this week's lottery story to piss off Greek. A 67-year-old guy in Michigan is happy about being forgetful for his age. Last month, he couldn't remember if he had bought a lottery ticket yet, so he bought a second one with the same set of numbers, 6, 11, 12, 23, and 33. This was a pick 5 in his local area. Both hit for $110,000.
Wow.
So he ended up winning a total of $220,000. He said, I've been playing Fantasy 5 for a long time, and I always play the same set of numbers. I was at the gas station. I couldn't remember if I had purchased tickets for the Fantasy 5 drawing that night, so I decided to purchase a second set, purchase it again, just to be safe. He also forgot that he had added the double play option for an additional $1 for which actually doubles the prize, because he thought that he only won $55,000. Actually, he won $110,000 per ticket times 2 because he did it twice. With his winning, he plans on going to complete some home renovations and share some of the money with his family. How about that, huh? Being forgetful isn't so bad after all. So all the time, huh?
I would play more pick 5 and pick 4 tickets if I didn't have to fill out the ticket. In Jersey, you don't have to fill it out. You could just go up to the lottery machine. They do it for you. I remember. I don't know about now, but now in Florida, you have to fill out the ticket every day. So it's a little bit of a
So
pain.
you can't just walk up and say, I want a Fantasy 5 and I want this, and this number.
No, you got to fill the ticket out.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think I've ever played Fantasy 5.
Yeah, anything. Say you want to pick
Right,
4.
right.
I want, 1625, straight in box 20 times.
Right.
That's what I used to do. And it was quick. But now you have to, do each one, obviously hand it in, hand it back. I think you could do 5 on a ticket, but they don't do it automatically anymore. For you. So it's not that it's a pain in the
Even
ass.
if you duked a guy?
I've tried a couple times there. I love you. And I answered too. I'm like, yeah, I tried. I think if I started going to 1 on a regular basis, maybe. But it's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
to
well,
fill out those
and
little
it's
squares.
a pain in the ass for them to do it that way too, and that's why, right?
Yeah.
I sort of get it, but then again, you would think that, especially if you're a regular customer somewhere, that they would do it for
Well, they
because
just-
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they just want to put the ticket in.
Yeah.
Put it in, let
Put
the
it
machine.
in,
That's it.
spit
So
the
if you
ticket out,
said,
yep.
it's, 1625, 30 times straight, they got to punch it in, do it like that. And I'm probably works out better for me because, like I said, I would play more. I don't play pick 3, pick 4, pick 5.
Yeah.
The only thing I do is play scratch offs once in a while.
How often do they draw for like pick 3?
Every day, twice.
Is it every day?
Twice.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay.
They changed it.
Okay.
They'll grab you all day long. They got a noon one and one at night.
Because I'm sort of in that. The local Italian club that's in our area, they have the calendars that you can buy, and you buy certain numbers. And I think it's either to pick 3 or pick 4. I don't remember which it is. So each day as it draws, if your numbers that come up on your calendar, you win whatever prize is on there. Yeah. So it's sort of like that, and it goes for the whole year.
Yeah, I think a pick 4 straight. And again, I think I could be wrong. I might be mistaken. As $5,000 you win.
Right.
If you get it straight. Mm-hmm. So I would play them straight in box. I used to play your number, Franny's number, Johnny's.
Yeah, there was a bunch of numbers.
I played Johnny's number for years.
Yeah, I mean, you dump at least 200 a day on that.
I did a lot.
It really is crazy how many draw games there are. I mean, if you go to the Florida Lottery, they got the Powerball Mega, Florida Lotto Cash for Life, Jackpot Triple Play, Cash Pop, Fantasy 5, pick 5, pick 4, pick 3, pick 2.
Yeah.
There's so many options. And then you got the scratch offs, and then you got gameplay. I mean, there's so much.
It is amazing. And the only reason why they have them there is because people buy them.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's not like they're just sitting there not winning and not playing.
No, like you said the other day, somebody was talking to me about it. Listen to the show. Do you ever think there'll be a $50 scratch off for $100?
There's a 50.
Yep. Well, 50s we have now.
Yeah.
I think you asked 100, right? Or 500.
Yeah, no, I asked 100. You're right. There is
a 50.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's 50 now. And this gentleman I'm friendly with, he played. Because if there's 100, people would play it.
They will.
And I was like,
well, eventually inflation will make it there, right? So, I mean, we'll be at some point where $100 will be what is equal to $10 today. I mean, it down the road quite a ways, but it'll get there sometime.
But when the lottery started, it was only a pick 3.
Yeah.
That was it years ago. And it changed. Just like sports betting.
Yeah, do you even know what the grouper is? Like, these are all, there's so many different things on here.
I've heard of it. I don't
6
remember
ways to
what
win
it
for
is,
$5.
No.
So they say, plus you can instantly win up to $500. So they say how to play. This is the grouper. Visit any Florida retailer and ask for grouper. The terminal will
Is that a
print.
fish?
Yeah,
It is,
I love
actually.
grouper. Grouper's delicious.
And give me some sea
Creek
bass.
got one right. Holy cow.
Right?
Stop the press.
Got it right. Oh my God, Diane! I'm gonna walk around the village.
So the terminal will print 4 individual quick pick tickets, which include a $3 Florida Lotto with Easy Match. All right. They do a $1 Jackpot Triple Play quick pick ticket, one $1 Cash Pop quick pick ticket, and then a +1 free Fantasy 5 quick pick ticket. So that's a grouper. And then they have like a super grouper. There's so many things. Like I have barely scratched the surface when it comes to the lottery.
Oh yeah, I mean there's so many games. Like I said, like Jimmy says though, they consume it, and just like sports betting, years ago, all you could do is bet the game and over under. Now you could bet 50 things. If people weren't consuming it, they wouldn't have it.
No, of course not.
I mean, they just wouldn't. And that's what, and people do love it. If you get in line, and one of the most things, if you get in line for somebody who's a big player, like in lottery, and they got like,
and they've got their own little suitcase thing, whatever, wallet,
the
type
plastic
thing with the plastic. Yeah, they pull that out, forget about it, just go.
I've never
Go
seen that
somewhere else.
before. I've
You've
never
seen
witnessed that. No.
You've never seen somebody walk in to one of those discount beverage places, right? Because that has a lottery, and they've got one of those that
Publix.
plastic thing. It's or Publix, yeah. It's it's about the size of a big ticket. One of the big lottery tickets, that size. Yeah,
and it's plastic. And they pull out all their tickets. And if you're in front of somebody like that, you're screwed.
Forget it.
You just walk away.
It's gonna be a while
Because it's gonna be, and they'll just ring and boom, boom.
And they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
They can hold up a line of 20 people.
They
They
don't
wouldn't give 2 flying Fs.
And I said, Jimmy's right. If you see somebody with that, just walk away.
Gone.
Because it's not
Go
like
to the next place.
It's
You're
not
gonna be
5
wild.
minutes. It's
No,
they're there.
no.
They come in there loaded.
Well, I tell you, and again, I got to get more used to it, especially if it takes some sort of a card. But having the machines now, and Publix has, I think more and more Publix carry the lottery machines.
Yes.
That you can go get your tickets right from there, too. And just, again, pick your own numbers.
Lottery machine.
Yeah, but that's like scratch off and stuff, right?
You could play
back in the day. But now they've got the ones where you can get regular, regular Powerball.
Yeah,
ones,
you
right?
can play it all. It is the Penthouse.
Great for them.
That's right. It is the Penthouse. I'm sure there's not one of those machines that ever don't come out with a lot of cash. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We'll come back with a trifecta and a lot more. Peace.
We're still your at work station, even if your work happens to be on the kitchen table. bed. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset and then into the 60s overnight and into Friday morning with a few passing clouds to start the day.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Attention Bachelor Nation. He's back. The host of some of America's most dramatic TV moments returns with the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison. During 2 decades in reality TV, Chris saw it all, and now he's telling all.
It's going to be difficult at times. It'll be funny. We'll push the envelope. But I promise you this, we have a lot to talk about.
Listen to the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Every new year, we make resolutions to lose weight, eat better, work out more, and generally make changes for our health. But if your energy is down, if you aren't sleeping as well, if your workouts aren't like they once were, and if your sex drive really isn't there, changing can be hard. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you're dealing with some or all of these symptoms, you probably don't need a resolution as much as you may need low testosterone and growth hormone stimulation treatments. And at Atlantic Men's Clinic, we're experts in these therapies. With our low T and growth hormone stimulation protocols, if you're like most guys, you'll be amazed at the results. You'll feel more energetic and clear-minded, your sleep patterns will improve, your workouts will be better, and you'll likely find your sex drive increases as well. So call us today and make a resolution that will really make a change. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if you start testosterone on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 3 offices, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. You're going to love this place. Great humidor, great ambiance, and a great patio. And it's a good place to watch the games as we get ready for that big game in Rihanna. Make sure you stop down to Strikes any day of the week. They're open, and Greek's Gridiron will be there again in January. It's 2023, baby. Light up with a great cigar and be a winner at Strike Cigar Lounge. Peace.
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift. I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREON info.com.
Attention Bachelor Nation. He's back. The host of some of America's most dramatic TV moments returns with the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison. During 2 decades in reality TV, Chris saw it all. And now he's telling all.
It's going to be difficult at times. It'll be funny. We'll push the envelope. But I promise you this, we have a lot to talk about.
Listen to the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach Expressway is moving along a nice sleeper hour Thursday drive. 95 in the Turnpike, accident-free. Downtown West Palm, Lakeview Avenue closed west. From Flagler Drive to Chase Street due to utility work, your detour Flagler to Fern or Quadrille instead. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with little tips for a healthier planet. When dining out or shopping at the grocery store, ask for sustainable seafood. By choosing sustainable seafood, you can help reduce overfishing, bycatch, loss of top predators, illegal fishing, and other harmful environmental impacts. Or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
1017 Real Talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday afternoon. Thank you always for listening to Real Talk, only on Real Radio. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And, of course, Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And we're going to hit our last trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Hit it.
Thought you never asked. Miami Heat, 124-98 on Bourbon Street last night to beat the Pelicans. Pelicans did not play with a couple of their big stars. Zion was out, but a win's a win, and Miami right now is 25-21. And if the playoffs started today, they would be in it. And it is the division round of the NFL playoffs this weekend. Everybody is jacked up for the playoffs in the NFL. They always are. 2 games on Saturday and 2 games on Sundays. There's only 8 teams left. And the long shots are the Jaguars and the Giants, both 25-1. Now, can the Giants beat the Eagles? That's their first step. And can the Jaguars beat the Chiefs? That's their first step. But again, Jags and Giants, longest shots on there. Chiefs are the favorite, 3-1 to win it all, followed by the Bills, Eagles, and Niners. But 25-1, Jaguars and Giants.
Yeah, take the Jags and the Giants. What couldn't you parlay that with? Take them on the money line. That's Stones.
Yeah. You do very well.
That's Stones.
I'll figure it out for you by tomorrow. $100 parlay for the Jags and the Giants. Well, it's not going to pay 25-1, but it's still going to be good. It's going to be a good bet. But I'll figure $100 parlay, Jags and Giants. And money line, you said, not points?
Yeah, money line. Yeah.
Well, wow. You're really rubbing my hands together.
That's what I say. That's Stones, baby.
Oh, yeah, you would definitely have them. Yeah, take all the underdogs. 4 games. Take the Jags, take the Giants, take the Bengals, and take Dallas. Now, that's a parlay. For $100, that would probably pay, off the top of my head, $2,600.
There you go.
For $100,
right?
$100. So $400, you win $10.
So that's 26-1. Is that how that works
That would,
out?
yeah, basically.
Did you say 2,600 or 26,000?
2,600. That's what I think. I think of a 4-teamer.
That sucks.
No, that's great. For $100,
be better than that. You got to get 4 games right.
Yeah, Bengals
on the money line.
I'll check it for you.
All right.
I definitely will.
I'm out.
No, because it is a great bet. I mean, the chances all for them winning, not by points.
Yeah.
For underdog. I'm thinking 26.
I would think it'd be higher than that. But
Hey, man, it might be.
I don't know that stuff. That's why I'm.
Yeah, because again, Dallas is only 4, so there's a money line with 4. It wouldn't be as high.
Right.
But the Giants and Jags, they're high, 7.5, 8.5, and the Bengals are 5. But $100, I'm guessing $2,700.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, you know it a lot better, so I trust you on that.
Hey, I'm guessing. I mean, I could be wrong, but now that I say it, it's one of those things like, what do they call that when you have the phobia of missing something? What's it called?
Fear of missing out.
FOMO. Then you think to yourself, like all weekend, I was like, when the Jags won and who else won? the other Miami, the other Florida team. I know
Tampa lost.
Tampa lost,
Yeah.
but the Dolphins covered
Right.
and the Jags covered.
Yeah. Dolphins covered. Yeah. So they won technically.
Yeah, and I kept saying all weekend, I said it on Friday, trifecta, Florida.
Right.
And then
the Florida teams win. Right. Okay.
Remember I was saying that?
Yep.
So now this is in my head. Yeah. I'll go to bed tonight and I'll be like, Jaguars, Giants.
Because Tampa didn't cover. Right?
No, they got blown out. Yeah. But still, it almost hit. So that's what's going to happen on Tuesday, over the weekend. And then there's a rumor going around LeBron could get traded from the Lakers, and one of the teams might be the Miami Heat. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just a rumor. Him and Riley didn't get along at the end, but you never know. People make up. Ben and J-Lo got back, so maybe LeBron can get back with the Heat. You never know. Franny put her hands in the air saying Greek. I just don't know.
You just never know is what I'm saying.
You never know. And that is your trifecta. Last one of the day.
So,
Scoop.
Jimmy, if you can, I need your assistance. We got a text in at 47142 for the 1 o'clock hour keyword, please, for $1,000.
Very easy. Yeah.
Yes.
It's bank, BANK. Go to realradio921.com. Little window will pop right up for you. Just enter bank. You got about 15 more minutes. You can enter bank at realradio921.com to be in the running for $1,000 of red zone revenue in the 1 p.m. hour.
Sweet. And then we did get a text from Chris, the bus driver. Says, always listening. I did pretty good this week. I hit for $1,000 on a $30 scratcher on Monday. And then last night I hit for $250 on a $10 scratcher.
Damn it!
He said chicken cutlet sandwiches.
Money's always winning.
Money is on the dresser. I mean, he's offering chicken cutlet sandwiches. So.
I'm so happy for him.
Take it.
Where's a pizza, you bitch? Is that how you do it, Greek? Just making sure I get it right.
I'm telling you, you're getting close. You are getting close. I might not be needed anymore.
Well, here's something that Greek has no idea about, but apparently Shakira's boyfriend was busted cheating on her. How about that, huh?
I cheat on her.
You know how he got? I know, because she is a smoke show. You know how she found out?
Yeah, it's a very weird situation.
A jar of jam. That's right. I'm talking about jelly. Shakira didn't need... I know, jam, jelly. Stop. You know what I mean. Shakira didn't need texts or paparazzi photos to catch her longtime partner. I may need a little help here, Franny. Do you know his name? Gerald Peake?
Gerard Piqué?
Piqué, yeah. Piquue.
PK out.
She didn't need all that to find out that he was cheating. She Sherlocked that for sure. Shakira returned home from a trip and found that her jam was gone. And here's the thing. Neither Gerard nor any of the kids like it. So obviously he was having an affair, right? Right?
Somebody's eating my jam.
Of course, somebody's eating my porridge. She also caught Gerard's mistress in the background of a Zoom call he did from their home. Oh, the whore.
That
in 2021.
Son of a bitch.
That's bad.
Bringing the mistress into your home where you raise your kids.
That's terrible.
Stealing your woman's jam.
Oh,
a source
man.
says, quote, she was devastated to learn this woman clearly felt at home in the house they shared with their children.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's terrible.
Get a hotel.
Yeah, do something.
Come
Don't be a
on.
school buddy.
You're worth millions of dollars. Come on,
And
man.
plus, she's on tour, so she's all over the world. He knows she's not coming back. You know what I mean? Like, he figured, hey, I got a safe haven. I got to watch the kids. And
yeah, she returned home from a trip. It didn't say what the trip was. So, I mean, it could have been touring. It could have been, I don't know what, man. Does she act? Is she an actress? She does films or anything?
Back in the day, she did. She was in a soap opera in Spanish, but I don't think she does. Maybe, I don't know.
she's supposedly moving here to America.
Doing
She had a
videos.
place in Miami.
Yeah, because she had a lot of problems with tax evasion. I know that.
That was in Spain.
Yeah, so she was.
Oh, really?
Supposedly she's moving to America.
Oh, so she's a cheat too. Cheat on taxes.
She's single. Let's find her number. I'll call her. Say, Bonacera. How about some dinner tonight?
How about you and J-Lo? This halftime show was great. Let's make our own, huh?
I'll say I was there that day. You didn't see me.
So
she's drink some Pepsi off your.
She's got a new song, and it's all in Spanish, but it's very much blasting him and their relationship, and
sure.
just kind of throwing out all this stuff. And she calls his new girlfriend a budget version of her, and all this stuff.
Sure, she's mad.
Yeah,
but I mean, the jam, would that really make you think? I mean, the Zoom call, yes.
It's kind of suspicious, right? If you know nobody in that household eats that jam or jelly or whatever, peanut butter, whatever the hell it is, you know they don't. And then you come home and it's gone.
You say one of my friends
empty?
came over. We're playing poker.
The only excuse I could say with that is maybe it was somewhat of an older one and it could have been thrown out.
Yeah, but
You
she
know,
was like,
I mean, if they have
I
somebody
just bought that
clean the
last
house.
week.
I mean,
now,
just
now that could be the case, but the Zoom calls definitely.
Yeah, you're screwed.
That's no doubt about it.
But you could just say, some of my friends came over, we were hanging by the pool, we were hungry, guys were lazy, we can't go out to eat or whatever. I don't even know how to get Uber, so I said to them, how about just jam?
I know you're not going to get divorced over an empty jam thing, but then you just start watching, right?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
that's when you start, you're like, okay, something's up, right?
Well, in a relationship,
And then you spot the girl in the back of a phone call.
Yeah.
That solidifies it.
anytime, any pattern, I've seen this myself, I've seen it with my friends, guys and girls, that changes, there's some reason why. Say you talk to somebody 5 times a day, then all of a sudden you're talking to them maybe once a day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Say you would see them, I don't know, 3-4 times a week, then all of a sudden it's once a week.
Yeah, she's probably out banging somebody else.
Yeah, or him. I'm just saying, when a
Well.
pattern changes, I can't today. I really can't. What you're doing. Jimmy's throwing the women on the bus. But to take the jam out of the cabinet.
Who would do something like that? Hungry?
I'll take her out tonight. I don't care where the hell she is. Give her my number. I'll even send a plane for her. COD. 877-927-6969. Who do we have, Jimmy?
We got our buddy Al from Green Acres checking in with us. Hey, Al, what's going on, pal?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Al.
I was just thinking, I think that guy's name is Parquet,
Yeah.
but it sounds to me like you should have used the parquet instead of the margarine.
Oh, very interesting.
All right.
Very interesting.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll get there. Hold on.
Okay.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
No.
Crickets. No, we like it. It's different. He got caught cheating, though. That's a bad way to get caught cheating. He shouldn't be cheating on her anyway. They got kids. Where's the morality today?
Yeah, really. Come on, guys, step up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they look like. You shouldn't be cheating no matter what.
I agree with you 100%.
You're absolutely right, Al.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, I go both ways, and I've never cheated.
Well, that's good for
good.
you. Good for you.
Yeah. Just because you like both doesn't mean that, I'm dating you, but I'm only fooling around with him, so it's no big deal.
No.
It's not another woman.
Cheating is cheating. Doesn't matter what sex it's with.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't judge. We don't want to know.
And I'll make it quick. My favorite toy that I ever had when I was a little kid, we had an Archie Bunker baby doll.
I never saw those.
It was a baby with Archie Bunker's face, and you can give it a bottle, and it actually had a tiny little plastic penis. So I would fill it up with colored water, and I'd put a little bit of orange to make it really dark. And I'd say, "You want to see what I just got?" And I'd show people and be naked. And they would bend down to look and say, "Is that a plastic?" And then I'd squeeze it.
Oh, okay. All
You
right.
ought to be a hit at every
sound
party.
like a hoot.
Let me tell you something, Al. I haven't held on to a dump button that long, wondering when it's going to come.
Everybody
That was good.
No pun intended.
That was
What?
good. That was good. Yeah, that was good. I like
Everybody must have loved you at parties.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. I know what I can say and what I can't say. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks
a
for
good
listening.
man, Al. Take care of yourself, buddy.
I can't believe still this story that he got caught with the jam. That's really.
I think they're making it more of like a
That's-
grab.
I think
the
that's
story.
more of a joke, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she probably had some
Clickbait.
suspicious, like the behavior. Like I'm sure with him, things were going on, and as Jimmy mentioned, the cherry on top was that phone call. But yeah, it's everywhere. If you just Google Shakira, you're gonna have Shakira jam jar. It's like all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, she said the jam jar, and somebody took it out of the house. I mean, that's a brutal. It really is. 877-927-6969. If you know of somebody who got caught cheating in a bad way, let us know.
Yeah.
Or maybe yourself. If you don't want to say yourself, you can use somebody else's name.
And this guy sounds like a piece. Like also in her song, she says that you left me with your mother-in-law as my neighbor, or with my mother-in-law. So his mom is living right next door to her right now.
Oh,
says media outlets at my door and in debt with the government. So it looks like she's putting the blame on him.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
They're not getting back.
I don't think so. I don't think this is an A-Rod J-Lo. I take the under on that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Ben and J-Lo
let's
where
take
they're doing a Super Bowl commercial
Yeah,
together.
let's take the no heavy.
Wow, she sounds like...
Well, maybe this is a yes or maybe a no. How about this move, Greek? I think you've done something similar to this or seen somebody that has. Some 22-year-old guy has been trying to track down his dream girl that he had met at a bar after she only gave him part of her phone number.
Oh, that sucks.
She wrote it on a napkin along with her name, Jackie, but she left out 2 digits on purpose. And at the bottom, she wrote Trust me, I'm worth it. Oh, I see. She's very humble. Basically,
G would be all over that.
Oh, my God.
He
You
would
kidding me?
love that game.
Oh, I know. That's him writing it, actually.
It is.
Basically, she wanted to see if he'd go through the hassle of figuring out what those two missing numbers were. There are about 100 possible combinations that he would have to go through. I saw a picture, too, that he tweeted.
Yeah.
And it has all the numbers listed out, and about half of them are scratched off.
Because he did it.
Yeah.
So she's worth it.
Apparently.
Yeah.
His cousin tweeted about it on Tuesday, and most people seem to think it's a fun idea. Some say it's a sign she's demanding and high maintenance. I agree with that. But it didn't actually come out of nowhere. At the bar, they bonded over true crime stories, and he bragged about how he could always solve them when you're watching them on TV.
Wow.
So the missing digits were, quote unquote, a challenge.
Yes.
Now there's an update. His cousin posted again yesterday after Jackie saw his post go viral, and she DM'd him. The cousin told her there was still around 50 numbers he hadn't tried yet. Her response was, quote, he may not be as clever as he thinks. Give me his number. I'm taking over this operation.
Ooh.
So how about that? But setting like that, the second half of that aside, how about that for a trick? Is that good or a neat little thing?
Well,
I'm sure that's happened before.
Would
right?
you
This
go
isn't
through that?
anything.
Would you go through if the girl was hot enough and you guys had a connection? Would you try to figure out the last two digits of her phone number? Or would just be like, not worth it.
Yeah, 2 words right there. Hot enough.
I'd pay somebody to do it. Yeah, definitely.
Of course you would.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I even ask? I should have known the answer.
Oh, yeah. Two numbers. Which is 1, 2, 3. How
Maybe
do
I asked
what?
Megan from Wild or Carmine.
Yeah. Who?
Like, Carmine, you're not doing anything. Here, you want to do this?
Is this morning show on Wild? What's that? That doesn't take you 5 minutes.
If she was hot enough, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone into stores and bought things from people that I never used because the girl was selling it.
Of course.
So, I mean, and then just tossed it right in the garbage.
Girl Scout cookie time. Duh.
$40.
40?
Your mom's hot?
Wait, you
I'll
light?
take them all.
You a little late that day? 40?
The black Benz, just open the trunk. Just throw them all in there. And I'll go give them away.
It is about Girl Scouts season, isn't it?
It is, yeah, we should be getting, matter of fact, I think we're going to get a visit here soon, aren't we?
There is
I
a
do
shortage
believe
of,
so, yes.
shortage of Girl Scout cookies. I know they were talking about yesterday up north, not down here.
Yeah.
But up north.
I'll find out about that because my little ones are going to be selling them soon. So, of course, Grandpa's going to have to buy a bunch.
Well, you could always put me down for some, Jimmy. You know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, would I do the 2 digits? She was hot enough? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, it's the intrigue. You know what I mean? The suspense. You want a little bit of a challenge. Like if somebody said, here's my number, figure out the last one's not hard. But 2's a pain in the ass. One's not
Like you
bad.
said, 100 different combinations there.
How many times have you written that, Greek? Trust me, I'm worth it.
Too many for him to count, right, G-Man?
I've never said that. It is the Penthouse on a great Thursday. Good show again by everybody. Take a bow, audience. Thank you. Jimmy, great job. Speaking of Ric Flair, he's going to be at Palm Beach Autograph Sunday.
Yeah, how
Yes,
about
he
that?
is.
See, I did that on purpose.
We got Tyson on Saturday and then Pete Rose on Friday, tomorrow.
Rose, yeah.
Awesome.
Unbelievable. Started last night at Franny at the fair on Wednesday.
Greek's going to be there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Signing autographs?
I'm Thursday. I'm there Thursday. I don't want to take anything away
You
from
were
those
there
guys.
last night? Ah, geez, sorry about that.
I'm going tonight. I don't want to take anything
All
away.
right, we'll see.
Jimmy, great job as always. Thanks for the great comments and the help with the contest and the blog and everything you do.
Well, thank you very much, Greek. Thank you very much, Franny, and thank you for listening.
Franny, love you. You are the best. Great job with the text line. Everything you bring to the table every single day. I know so many people appreciate you, and you do a great job. Thank you.
Thank you, G-Man. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for the kind words. Of course, Jimmy, thank you for everything that you do. In front of the mic, behind the mic, as Greek always says, you're fantastic. And of course, you out there, you are the best thing ever. And that's why we were here. And speaking of why we're here, I know you're here to the bitter ends. And I say bitter ends. For Greek's parting words.
I said it once before. And I'm going to get
game ball. You just want game ball at the end.
You got a game ball. This goes out to a girl I know. Players only love you when they're playing. I'm accusing her of being a player. I'm the devoted guy, the nice guy, the quiet guy, just trying to get by life. Talk to them off and strikes. Puff, puff, baby. Peace.
We're going to play the two-digit game right here at the end of the show. Ready? 561. The Creek's number. All right, here we go. Oh, there it is. Oh, the music.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower to middle 80s and a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with temperatures returning to the 70s after sunset and then into the